Amians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Hi there, I'm Kim Williams with Alabama Home Mortgage. For years, I've been asking you to call me at Alabama Home Mortgage because there is a difference in mortgage companies. When you call Alabama Home Mortgage, you will immediately see the difference in pricing. Not only do we offer the most competitive rates, but our closing costs rank among the lowest in the industry. How do we do it? Because we can. We do not have the overhead that big banks and lenders do. Those big banks and lenders have big expenses. And what do? They pass those expenses along to you. Meanwhile, here at Alabama Home Mortgage, we receive wholesale rates which result in big savings that we pass along to you. Don't pay more for less. Give Alabama Home Mortgage a call at 567-4223. That's 567-4223. Or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com to complete an application on your time. Our rates and pricing are just one difference that sets us apart from the rest. It's not just a slogan. Call Alabama Home Mortgage because, folks, there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586-36-8, Equal Housing Lender.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's our new brokerage. I'm Hannah Grantham, and alongside my partner, Eddie Bader, together we created Hannah and Eddie Realty Group because we believe real estate should feel personal. When our names are on the sign, it's more than just the logo. It's a promise. Hard work, honesty, and results.
That's right, Hannah. We've helped first-time buyers find their dream homes, guided families through big moves, and worked with all the investors to build their future.
So no matter your journey, our focus is the same, putting you first. So give us a call at 334-368-6358 and let us show you who you have on your sign matters.
With Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can easily find the right home insurance for you, even if it's not with Progressive. But if you don't choose us, then sure, okay, it's not going to work out. We're not going to cry about it or stay awake wondering what our future together would have looked like. We can't get emotionally invested, even if it sounds like we are. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer allows you to easily compare home insurance rates and coverages in one place, even if it's not with us. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. I love you. I shouldn't have said that.
Former CIA officer Jason Hansen here. In my line of work, I've seen firsthand how fast the world can change. With rising geopolitical tensions and inflation eating your buying power, it's time to take action. For me, that means gold. And for gold, I exclusively trust Advantage Gold. I urge you to do the same. Call them now at 800-900-8000 for a free gold guide to discover the security that comes with owning precious metals. Again, call 800-900-8000 today.
Paid for by Advantage Gold. Performance may vary. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's news and views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Welcome into the program, everybody. I'm your host, Joey Clark, here on another overcast day in Montgomery, Alabama. It's been a week of overcast days. Both Eddie Bader and Byron Sheehy are here in the studio with me. How you two gentlemen doing? Just pretty good? Pretty good. Pretty good?
Gentlemen.
Where
are they?
Well, in the studio.
That's right. In his house.
Y'all are more than you think.
Oh, thank you.
Let's, okay, I guess that's not so-and-so on line one. 1 second. Let me check. Who's this on there? Hello, anybody there? All right. What a beginning of the show. We normally start with Erica Thomas. I think she's going to call right back here.
No, it's good to see her
in a moment. Well, that gives me time here to make sure we're all set up on camera correctly.
Hello.
Yeah, turn yours up a little bit. It's like,
look how short Byron is. He looks like he's in
here.
trouble.
Let me adjust because I want to do this the right way.
You're in trouble, Byron. You sit over there and you look like you're in
when
trouble.
Erica came in last time, she's like, "Y'all are so tall." I was like,
It was funny, but we were the only one in the room when she said that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a lot been going on. It's been a very heavy several weeks with the news.
Yes, it has.
But then it's been great. Like, Eddie sees me randomly going out and hang out with my uncle, taking my grandfather, get some Mexican food. He was going to the UPS store doing what? I don't know.
Joey
But-
acknowledged me in public.
But then Greg, no, I introduced you to everybody too. And then Greg's birthday is this
Oh, that's
upcoming
right.
weekend and stuff. And like, there's just so many folks. I guess people are getting busy right around the holidays, if you know what I mean.
Well, yes,
Right.
Joey. If you do the dates on September babies, and I'm a September baby, you kind of figure out what was going on 9 months before then.
So it's your
Christmas parties?
birthday coming up Saturday, right?
Sunday, yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
So I thought, because we never see each other outside of this place other than like yesterday and
Yeah.
occasionally get dinner or something, that let's do the big Eddie Bader birthday bash on the air for 2 days in a row. And it begins with a gift.
What?
Yay!
I thought you'd like a fatty. A
Oh,
big
you love it, you know.
fat meat sausage.
Ooh, a meat stick.
Jalapeno meat stick. That's your first
Fatty.
birthday gift.
A fatty.
Yeah, hold it up to the camera there. So people can see the
area. Fatty.
fatty.
You
Yeah.
know,
It looks good in your hand.
it's not what I thought when you said fatty, and I was surprised you gave it to me on camera. So, but hey, this is just as good.
Yeah, don't smoke it. don't be smoking that sausage. You got a reputation.
I thought it was something else, not a sausage, I swear.
Yeah, but it's a fatty. So
This
like
would be
that.
good, actually.
And it's not just me. You got him
Well,
something,
yeah.
right, Byron?
Is that it?
No, I've got more, but you've got some
What
too.
do
You
you
give him a
guys
gift.
I
do,
didn't
you
know
know,
it's your
kinda-
birthday because I'm a horrible friend. So
No,
Joey kinda
I
popped
don't
it on
really
me.
acknowledge my birthday.
So
much.
I actually just
Eddie
had to run
Bader
over to the
birthday.
convenience store and had
Ooh.
to make do with what they had
Ooh,
over there.
I do
So
like a good convenience store gift.
What are you turning 40?
56.
Nice.
56.
Good, man.
Yeah.
You should start telling people you're 70.
something every Southern boy loves.
Oh, yeah.
Peanuts and Coke.
Well, when you mentioned the convenience store, I was worried you're going to bring back a bong, but I love the Coca-Cola and peanuts. 'Cause
Yeah.
back in the day, honestly, Joey,
Mhm.
this is, I know, a redneck thing, but yeah, back in the late 70s, early 80s, put a little peanut in our Coke. We thought
Yeah,
we were cool
is that
like
a real thing? And that's
Yeah, that's a
Mexican
real
Coke.
Coke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's real Coke.
Yeah.
In a glass
With
bottle.
the real
and everything.
sugar, not the corn
Well,
syrup.
that's a pretty cool gift
Very
for the last
thoughtful.
second on
Yeah.
your part. I
Yes.
like that a lot.
You guys are embarrassing me, but thank you.
And
Thank you
actually,
both very
you
much.
got
It's
one
not
more.
even-
You
it's
got
not-
another one for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got. Again, it's the Eddie Bader birthday bash 2729228. If you want to wish this guy a happy birthday.
Eddie, like I
56
said,
years
I
on
went
Sunday.
shopping at the gas
Yes,
station at the
yes.
corner. So
Yes.
I got you some purple shampoo, but it says that it's for gray hair.
Oh, well, you know, ironically enough, Byron, and maybe you guys can see it, but I am kind of popping some grays now and
I
again.
noticed
And,
Yeah. And it's got shea butter in it, right?
Cocoa butter.
Cocoa,
Well,
Oh,
that's one of
man.
my favorite flavors, let's be
Oh,
honest. One of my favorite scents. Yes. Well, this is
I
very
didn't
nice.
know you were a
guys-
black woman.
No, but I do love the smell of
Oh,
cocoa
okay,
butter.
okay.
Everybody
yeah,
loves cocoa butter.
Right.
Yeah.
Cocoa butter's great.
And lastly but not least,
Mhm.
I got you some lead for your pencil.
Well, I appreciate it, but here's the thing. You guys must know I'm married because you didn't get me condoms, so I appreciate that.
Oh no, I'm not getting you condoms. But we got so much we can jump into. Hopefully, Erica Thomas calls us back. Like we've got the threat of shutdown that actually might put teeth back into DOGE.
Oh, yes.
You've got Secretary of War Pete Hegseth calls a rare urgent meeting of hundreds of generals and admirals from every command around the world. All y'all get your butt in Virginia right now.
I like that.
People are wondering what the heck's going on as Trump turns on Russia because Russia doesn't play ball. So now it's like, and you've got Lavrov saying NATO and the United States have declared war on us. And
Right.
it's like, okay, and we have domestic trouble, and all of a sudden the specter of World War III is brought back up in front of our faces. How fun this is. But, you know, in good news, GDP revised up to 3.8% growth for quarter two, which is actually a really good sign. And then it probably will continue when you look under the hood of all the capital investment and how all this will spin off in the months to come. And if they continue to cut rates into this year, it's going to help housing more. All good stuff.
I think we are on the cusp of a big economic boom. I really do. And just in my world and just kind of the buzz and the vibe, I hate saying it that way, but the vibe everybody's putting out, there's positive things they know are coming down the pipe.
Hopefully, it's what we need.
Yep.
If Kamala Harris continued to do her book tour.
Oh, good Lord, Joey.
And
Did you hear about the special secret program that she was mentoring?
She's mentoring people?
She had a special secret program on Fridays or Saturdays. She would call certain Democrat Party members that she was trying to help make a superstar out of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Crockett was one of them, believe it or not.
Well, I was calling her stupid ass on Tuesday, but Trump came out and called her Kamala Harris, who is dumb as a rock. And dumb as a rock is in all caps. You have the mother of the Dallas ICE shooter She's a card-carrying leftist who vilified conservatives consistently. It looks like this might very well be a copycat. James Comey might very well be arrested in the coming days.
That will be very interesting.
That could be really good to look into. And then, of course, the big argument over Tylenol and pregnant women.
How many people my age have called their mom and said, hey, did you take Tylenol back in the day? Because I've always felt a little odd.
I got the tism.
Or how many people have called you and said, hey, did your mom drink a lot of Tylenol?
I'm trying to get the next Elon Musk in here. All right. You ever seen A Beautiful Mind? That's what I'm doing for my kid here. All right.
I'm working towards, yeah.
But the one OB-GYN, there might be more in the state house, but State Senator Larry Stutts says he's not sold on the Tylenol usage during pregnancy causing autism. A lot of people seem uncertain, but then they're all post Tylenol from 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago saying, yeah, don't take our stuff during pregnancy. It hadn't been tested yet. Like, you should caution against, and so we can get into all the back and forth.
Yeah, because I thought one of the claims was the only thing you could take, if I remember correctly, it's been a long time, was Tylenol while they were pregnant.
Right.
So,
and anyway, we can get into all this stuff. But before we jump in right in, I forgot I have another gift for you because today is the beginning of the Eddie Bader birthday bash. This is only Thursday. Get ready for Friday because you're hosting Greg's show too, right?
Yes. Yes. We're going to have Pamela in here. In fact, we need your help with something off here. Pamela's going to be here. Hannah's going to be here. So we're going to bring up dating at some point.
Okay.
But yeah, we're going to have a good show.
What would his help?
I'm not putting my mouth on anything. I'm not getting tricked again.
But you're so easy to trick sometimes, Joe.
Not anymore. But no, I've got one more gift for you for just today. Who knows what's coming tomorrow?
Oh, God, who knows?
Here we go. I think you like this stuff. What do they call this?
Oh, Natty Light?
Natty Light. Here you go. 15-pack.
Some people call it water.
Best gift ever.
Yeah.
Let me just go ahead and say that.
Hold on.
Happy birthday, big guy.
Better than that other stuff.
I got to be honest. This will bring back some memories. This will help me forget.
Well played, sir. Well played.
I knew that was your favorite. And And part of me, as I walked into the gas station and bought that this morning, I'm like, man, this is bringing back memories. Because it's still in the morning.
It's funny. Did you get dirty looks? Because when we used to get off work at Hyundai and other places in the mornings, it was very common. You go get a beer just like it's afternoon. But people were coming in with milk and breakfast, and they're kind of looking at the guys in line with beer going, damn, your job's that bad. You got to start drinking before you go. You're like, no, I just got off, man. They're like, oh, it's 6:30.
No, there was a very unhappy time in my life. Let's say it was about 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And especially on vacation. Like, I'd still try to be responsible, make the job and these sorts of things.
Sure.
But on vacation, it was like, we're doing shower beer.
Oh, dude.
Like early, we're getting going early.
Never understood that concept.
You start it because you can drink it fast. Doesn't matter if it gets on you shower.
Yeah, it's in shower beer.
And it's like a Natty Light. You don't do an ice beer. Right?
No, not at all. And you don't do anything glass.
Right, but I don't do that anymore. Well, the only occurrences I was buying this stuff, nobody even mentioned the beer. The cashier goes, "You want to put your number in?" And I go, "No, I don't have one." Okay, and then she scans the fatty meat sausage.
Yeah.
And she goes, fatty? I'm not eating it. I'm biting it as a joke. She started chuckling, and I got my butt out of there because they were mopping the floors.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and easy to slip. Yeah.
Yep.
So, happy birthday.
Thank you, Joey.
And
Byron, thank you very much.
The celebration has only begun, folks.
I can't wait.
But I want to begin with, because Will Kane read this on his show, and I could play the clip of Will Kane reading it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, I can read things. So
actually,
I'll
a little better than Will Kane, to be quite honest.
You think so?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I like Will Kane. I think he's probably
I'm not knocking him, but
of all the Fox people, he's pretty high up there as kind of the straightforward reporter sort of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gutfeld and some of the commentators are a different beast. Anyway, this is what Daily Wire's Matt Walsh put out.
Okay.
Articulating the predicament America's in because of the dangerous rhetoric. We got two just in the last couple weeks.
Okay.
But here's what Matt Walsh wrote. Imagine that we have a Democrat administration. Now imagine that a right-wing radical shot and killed one of the most influential liberals in the country on live TV. Now imagine that thousands of other conservatives shamelessly celebrated the assassination and called for more of them. Now imagine that in the same week, another right-winger shot up a country club while shouting MAGA, and another one shot up a news station and left behind a manifesto complaining about liberal bias in the media. Now imagine that a week after all those attacks, a conservative sniper perched on a rooftop fired into a Planned Parenthood clinic, killing or injuring multiple people. And imagine that this Planned Parenthood attack was just the latest in a string of them stretching back several months. Is there any doubt how the Democrats would respond? Is there any doubt that they would wage a full-scale war on conservatives and have people like me frog-marched in front of cameras in handcuffs and leg irons? Is there any doubt that they would declare martial law and label all right-wing expression incitement? Is there any doubt that they would be rounding up conservatives by the busload and shipping us to Gitmo? Is there any doubt that they would have Fox News and every other conservative media company shut down and its executives arrested or sued into bankruptcy? Matt Walsh finishes with this. I'm not even advocating for Republicans to do all that Democrats would do if the roles were reversed. I believe in the rule of law. I know that they would throw the rules out, chuck the Constitution into a wood chipper, and ruthlessly persecute us all if conservatives engaged in the kind of systematic campaign of political terrorism that the left is currently conducting. I don't want anyone to be persecuted. What I do want, what we all want, is for the Trump administration to do absolutely everything legally in its power to prosecute and punish every leftist responsible for committing, coordinating, funding, or inciting this epidemic of political violence. I want them to actually treat Antifa like the terrorist organization that it is and handle its adherents and affiliates the same way we handle ISIS and Al-Qaeda. Now is the time. Lives hang in the balance. Crush the terrorists. Do it now. That's the mood of the country. And as you see this like big meeting coming up with like, bring all the generals, all the admirals, all the top brass, get your butt in Virginia right now. Very weird thing. As Trump and them turn on Russia, because Russia just ain't playing ball in the way Trump would like.
Right. Well, what do you do?
Joe, did you see a time on when the meeting was supposed to be convened? I never saw
Not exactly.
any sort of urgency.
Not exactly. I could try to find more of a breakdown. The original reporting is from the Washington Post. And they're saying even top generals and their staff don't know the reason for the meeting. Which means it probably is something urgent, but wow. I mean, I can try to look up more detail, but it looks like the administration is definitely up to something big in regards to the Pentagon.
And I doubt it's that downsizing of some of the brass. You know, I don't think that he'd call everybody out to Virginia
to fire everybody.
No, do you remember back in the day, Saddam Hussein? He called all his generals and folks over, and they had a big meeting. And he called them one by one up on stage, told them what he didn't like about them, and shot them dead.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think so either, but that reminds me of that kind of meeting where you
right.
You hope they don't call your name out loud.
Well, and on the thing I read about with Matt Walsh, it's like, now that they declared Antifa an official terrorist organization, like, seriously, I'm wondering, what are you talking about?
Well, what do you do? How do you, there's no,
because people like, it's not an organization. It's
right.
just, it's like it's a tactics that people kind of believe in and stuff. But I think the point the administration's making is like, if it is, this tiny, small group of folks that do black bloc, like destruction, or they wear all black, cover their face, they destroy stuff, they intimidate people, whatever. Like, if that's it, why are y'all so upset about us going after that? Unless you're actually in league with these folks. Not that you're on the street with a Molotov cocktail, though in some cases you see that.
Right.
People at nice official, we condemn all political violence. Occasionally they'll put on the mask and go out there.
Right.
So I think what the Trump administration is going to do is they are about to start looking into this whole network of non-government organizations, all these nonprofits, all these foundations, and really start to ask the question, where is all this money coming from, where all of a sudden these so-called organic protests pop up?
I know where the money's coming
And
from.
they go beyond mere protests. They go into, well, violence.
Mm-hmm. Those pallets of bricks ain't free, Joey.
Right. Destruction. So who's funding all this? I think it's a good question, and it deserves a big answer. And whoever the answer is, go after them.
Oh, no doubt.
Full tilt.
Full
tilt. Now, speaking of going after people, it looks like James Comey might be arrested in the coming days.
Oh, no. Has that happened in the last...
An FBI director been arrested?
In the last 30 years? I just can't remember one.
I can't think of one.
Not that I can recall, no.
They usually, got a lifetime ticket to immunity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and some people are speculating it's for lying to Congress, because there's a clip making the rounds during COVID 2020 where Lindsey Graham's like, I can't find the document, damn it. Hold on, director. Where's the doc? Oh, yeah, right here. You say, Lisa Page and Peter Strzok did all this stuff, and we're going to have this campaign to get... You never heard anything about this? No, not to my knowledge. I didn't recall anything like that. Where they, I think, now have the documents. So clearly Comey remembered all of it. He was a big part of it. So that, I don't know if that's the actual instance, but I have a sense this has something to do with perjury.
Good.
In front of Congress.
I saw where John Bolton's name was also linked to...
I am the walrus?
I think Bolton has much more to do with intelligence.
Yeah. Apparently there were some dots they found that they shouldn't have been.
So Comey is... good luck, man.
He can go to the beach and find some rocks. And
good luck.
Put a code out there again.
Yeah, because I don't know if it's going to be...
I thought about that last
if it's
night.
going to work
They were
out.
talking about the rights responsible for the political violence.
Yeah.
And that, nice little seashell scene
Right.
he did on the beach that day.
Exactly.
Yeah, and just to give it that extra oomph, especially for you boomers out there, and particularly you liberal boomers who listen and seethe. I don't know why you do that. It's not healthy. You don't have to listen.
Well,
definitely don't have to see.
Something to do.
But let's listen into MSNBC have to report this news about the scoop they got about James Comey. Let's listen in together.
Former FBI Director James Comey is expected to be indicted in the coming days. The full extent of the charges being prepared against Comey is unclear. Joining us now, MSNBC Justice and Intelligence correspondent Ken Delanian and MSNBC Senior Investigative Correspondent Carol Lenig. Chris O'Leary, Ashley Parker still with us. Carol, help us understand the reporting.
So, Katie, we have some sources who say that for several weeks now, the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Eastern District of Virginia, and actually in offices that are potentially much further south than Alexandria, have been eyeing ways to indict Comey, and they are getting very much closer. The statute of limits, rephrase, they are arguing that Comey, there is evidence to suggest Comey lied to Congress in his testimony on the Hill in September of 2020. And for viewers out in the audience who may not be legally as nerdy as me and Ken, I'll just say that there's a statute of limitations to charge people with the crime of lying to Congress or perjury, and that's 5 years. The 5-year statute runs this month.
So what exactly is he accused of lying about, Ken?
Well,
where do we begin?
All that stuff they did to Trump when Trump was first elected, and he was just the president-elect. It's going to be fascinating. I've said from the get-go with this hasn't been my main thrust to get all the guy. That's not what animates me a lot. But if you're going to do that, you better actually have the crime on them.
Oh, definitely.
Don't just be doing this to do
don't
it.
just be doing the walk.
Because that is ugly, and I think that is an abuse of the system.
Yeah.
But if you actually have them committing crimes, especially how high and mighty and how much they manipulated the system in order to get things done, they've got what's coming to them. So we'll see what charges are exactly brought. I got to hit this bottom of the hour break. First, though, this part of the program brought to you by Josh and Leslie Ryder there at Dylan Rings.
Dylan Rings, man.
And by the way, the secret sapphires.
Joey, I seen a bracelet. I think they were making the other
A
day.
sapphire bracelet?
It was gorgeous.
They're doing the secret sapphire sale still there at Dillon Rings. Now, but you got to be in the know. If you listen to the show, be like, I heard about the secret sapphire sale.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, I was born in September. My parents really love the holidays. And I was thinking to honor my birth in this month, I'd love to get a sapphire ring, a sapphire pendant, earrings.
That'd be nice.
Maybe something set in a bracelet.
I know a guy.
Yeah. They've got that there at Dillon Rings, and it's up to 30% off. But you got to ask them about it. Be sure to say, hey, Joey was talking about that sapphire sale thing. Get by there before the sale runs out. It's stopping at the end of the month, which is like any day now, right?
Yep.
Just a few days. So get by this week. Check out the sapphire sale at Dillon Rings. And of course, they're a full service jewelry shop. When you stop by for the sapphire, you can bring in something to repair or something to get cleaned up. And of course, look at their great inventory in general. They're at 119 Brown Springs Road here in Montgomery, just off of Atlanta Highway. And be sure to tell Josh and Leslie that Joey, Eddie, and Byron, those folks on the radio, sent you.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Here at Adams Drugs, we let our customers do the talking. I'm here with Sheila Davis, whose family owns Davis Cafe on North Decatur Street here in Montgomery. Sheila, how easy was it to transfer your prescriptions over from a big box store?
Jim, it was very easy and comfortable. It wasn't hard at all, like steps 1, 2, 3. Just that easy.
Sheila, I know you go to the Adams Drugs on Adams Avenue. Tell me about your customer experience at Adams Avenue.
My customer experience at Adams Avenue was wonderful. The whole staff is wonderful. It's very hard for me to get out and to get my medicine. Adams Drugs has a wonderful delivery service that delivers my medicine to me on time, prompt, and whenever I run out, he's there on time.
Please come into Adams Drugs and let us earn your business. Visit us at our website, adamsdrugs.net, for the location nearest you. Adams Drugs, your local independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
The Tears family has been your local Roto-Rooter service since 1964. Drain cleaning, plumbing repair, and those troublesome septic tanks, no problem. Technology has changed a bit in the last 54 years. Video inspections of lines to locate problems is available, as well as scheduling your appointment online. River Region residents have trusted Roto-Rooter for over half a century. You can too. Call today at 272-7130 or visit online at rotorooteralabama.com.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Let's go! Fox Tonight takes you to hell and back.
Speed up! Yes, yes!
First, don't miss an all-new season of Hell's Kitchen. And for the first time ever, it's a battle of the states.
Cook with pride!
Then, Olympic gold medalist Shawn Johnson.
Ready?
Go!
Actor Jussie Smollett. You got this. TV personality Teresa Giudice and more.
I can't breathe, I can't breathe.
Take on Special Forces' world's toughest test.
One of us has to stay calm.
Tonight on Fox 20.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Earnest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Earnest, 334-279-7431. Earnest Financial, LLC.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Radar will be very active today with this important frontal system swinging across the state. Our weather app will keep you on top of the action. A few of the storms could be on the strong side, so scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely today, and a few scattered showers and storms left over tonight, and I think also during the day on Friday. Today's high mid-80s, low tonight around 70, only in the low 80s for a high on Friday. Then look for some nicer air with low temperatures in the low to mid-60s by Friday night. That's a nice change. Lower humidity this weekend with plenty of sun. Highs in the 80s, lows at night in the low 60s. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray to Publix.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Joining us now on the phone, we have Erica Thomas of 1819 News. Hey, Erica, how you doing?
Howdy, Joey. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Better than I was last week. Can we start on something that isn't like what you've been reporting on? Just want to, because I am undecided. What do you make of this whole announcement about Tylenol and pregnant women shouldn't be taking it unless absolutely necessary during pregnancy?
Well, I mean, I think for anything, women should be careful when they're pregnant, anything that they put in their bodies. So that's obvious. Tylenol has been used for years for, during pregnancy when people really, really need something. And I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, but I do know that there has been a lot of questions about what exactly happened here. So I'm looking into it just like everybody else. I think that Tylenol is not the only reason why we're seeing increased numbers of autism. I think there are a lot of reasons why. So my mind is open.
That was my sense of it too, that this was just kind of an early advisement, like not the full answer to the entire question. Now, as I look at what you've been reporting on the past few days, I mean, a lot of local elections, but one thing that definitely caught my attention is Coffee County horse tests positive for rabies after its death.
Oh, yeah. Some serious reporting I did there. So this was actually just some information that came out from the Alabama Department of Public Health, and it is unusual. It's very rare for us to see a horse that dies of rabies. A lot of people that have horses, they give their horses rabies shots, just like you do your dogs. That would be what you would do to stay safe. Horses are outside; they come into contact with wildlife. Squirrels are known to bite horses, but in this case, they think it was a fox or a raccoon because the horse actually had scratches all over her face, and they were super irritating to her, and she kept, pawing at them, and it was bothering her. That's the first thing that the owner of the horse noticed. But then it got a lot worse. 72 hours before the horse died, she stopped eating. She became violent, which, it's bad when a dog has rabies and becomes violent, but a massive horse, I can't even imagine how they controlled her. Obviously, her brain was under attack. She began attacking herself, biting herself.
Yep.
And then eventually she did die, and they sent some samples off and confirmed she had rabies. So
goodness.
The Alabama Department of Public Health is now coming out with the, obvious, like, watch your horses, get them vaccinated.
Yeah, well, I mean, you said something earlier in doing all that coverage there that it's well known that squirrels bite horses. I didn't know that. That's well known.
Well, I grew up around horses.
Okay.
If they have rabies, they can bite a horse. Obviously, that's just.
Oh, and Eddie was over here nodding in agreement. Like, yeah, obviously.
I've seen one in a horse get in a fight with the squirrels in the feed bin, and the horse was in the
Well,
feed bin.
yeah,
too, they got into it right in there.
Definitely. They're around each other a lot, especially if you have horses in a field. We have squirrels everywhere around here. The foxes and the raccoons, we don't see them as much, but I know where I grew up, you would shine a flashlight in a tree and there would just be raccoon eyes everywhere. Yep. So if one of those gets rabies, they're obviously going to attack something. So if there's a horse in a field with it, that would be the obvious thing that could happen. And that's why you just have to be, if you have any pet or or any animal at all. You have to make sure that they have their rabies shots. And
Oh, absolutely. And, just
sound
hearing
advice.
a story like this gives me that much more respect for Noah and his ark. You had another story, Mobile Baykeeper appeals dismissal of lawsuit against Alabama Power. This has all to do with coal ash?
Yeah, this one's been a pretty big story for the past year or so. The coal ash plant at Plant Berry, which is in Mobile County, it's a lagoon, and basically the coal ash is what comes out of the, when you see the big plant, that this is the stuff that comes out of that. And so what do you do with that? They have a lot of ponds statewide that hold this coal ash. Most of them are lined, but the one at Plant Berry is not lined. So a lot of the toxic materials are able to seep out, and they could reach surrounding waters. So Mobile Baykeeper, they have confronted Alabama Power. They want them to come up with a plan on how they're going to recycle this coal ash, like a lot of places do. And so the argument ended up in the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals in Atlanta. So that's what happened last week. That's what my story is about. It's on 1819news.com. I have some details about what each side said. And what I got out of Alabama's statements was, there's a difference between having a plan and actually implementing it. There's a lot to implementing a plan. It requires a lot of red tape. You have to go through, make sure the EPA is happy, ADEM's happy. There's just a lot more to it than just having a plan. But Mobile Baykeeper says we need to have a plan. This is very dangerous. And actually a new study that's just come out of University of Alabama shows a comparison between what's found around this coal ash plant in Mobile County and the Kingston power plant disaster in Tennessee that happened in 2008. That was a historical spill. It's the largest industrial spill in U.S. history. You might remember that. It made international headlines. And so to see how dangerous these toxic metals are that are in the surrounding waters, it's terrifying. We're talking about arsenic. So obviously cancer-causing carcinogens in there. And so they just really want to protect the people. A lot of people come down to this area to enjoy the waters. They use them as a water source. So Mobile Baykeeper, extremely active in making sure that the waterways are safe.
Yeah, and I guess this will continue to go through the court and appeal process, but this should not be taken lightly. And sometimes I do worry that Alabama, for all sorts of reasons that make sense economically, has become kind of America's dump. Again, a lot of money can be made. It's a lot of big states who maybe wag their finger at Alabama for not having good enough standards, use a lot of our landfills to get stuff done. But we should be making sure that the local population is not getting harmed by these sorts of things.
That's so true, and you have a good point. This isn't the first time that we've seen some iffy things going on in Alabama. I remember when I worked in TV in the Birmingham market, we had a long-running series of stories, and we called it the poop train.
Yep.
And that was when
I remember
that was when we were literally getting waste from New York, and they were dumping it here. So yeah, I'm glad that we have organizations like Mobile Baykeeper to kind of keep a watch on these things. At least we know about them. I don't know if it's stopping them, but they're definitely trying.
And then there's another story. Of course, I'm always covering artificial intelligence. In fact, I've got a story coming up. New study showing a lot of companies just wasted a crap load of money thinking, oh, we can replace our workforce with AI. And all it just created was more problems and like more of a headache, work slop that they call it. Other promising things about AI, but then you're also seeing the fall down. And then you see the literal demonic they reported on from the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office. Looks like a guy has been charged with molesting children or a child and using images of children he knew to create pornographic AI images. My God.
Yep, that's what's alleged. Now he is only charged. I want to say that, but there were at least 2 children they believe involved in this, but one went to police in Summerdale back in April, and said she was molested while she was in this guy's garage. His name is Brandon Michael Fry, and he is charged with 1 count of sexual abuse of a child under 12. Well, then as they started going through his electronic devices and kind of all of his stuff at his house, they found some child pornography. And what that was he used, like you said, images of children that he knew to create these pornographic, sexually explicit images. So now he's also charged with 4 counts of possession of child pornography. And there's not a charge for making sexually explicit material out of AI, but it might be something we need to look into.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just how many more portals to hell are going to pop up with some of this new technology. You got to be vigilant about it. Well, I always appreciate your reporting, and we should do it again soon. But before you go, if folks want to get in touch with you, want to follow what you're working on, how can they do so?
Well, I'm on X, pretty active on there, trying to be. It's at Erica T News. And then you can also email me, erica.thomas@1819news.com.
Well, appreciate it, Erica. And like last week, whenever you're in town, stop by the studio.
Please do.
Will do. Thank you. God bless.
God bless. Erica Thomas there with 1819 News. Always appreciate her time. This part of the program brought to you by Montgomery Men's Health. And they're at Montgomery Men's Health. They're ready to help you fellas out, especially if you just don't feel like you used to.
Right.
Seriously, you don't feel like a man. Like you just feel pathetic, like a shell of a man, a shell of yourself.
Yeah.
And of course, they can help you get to the exact problem, what's going on with you. There are a lot of these internet companies that throw generic fixes at you. No, they're expensive. They often don't work.
Right.
Why not instead sit down, get a personalized treatment plan with urologists and providers at Montgomery Men's Health? So again, if you're feeling tired, sluggish, physically and mentally exhausted, it very well could be low testosterone. So do a consultation. That includes a blood draw and blood work. It's just $99. And you can get results before you leave. And they have treatments there. If you choose those particular treatments, that can make you feel better the very same day. Or they have treatments, it's going to make you feel better, kind of stair step. You do it over time slowly. But they have many options, a whole menu of options there. And gentlemen, you only got one life. Procrastination is only going to make this worse. If you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, don't just assume, I'm getting older. No. And if you're in your 20s and 30s and you feel like crap across the board, it very well could be a low T issue. So get in touch with Montgomery Men's Health. Call them at 440-3663. That's 440-3663. Or visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com to book your appointment today. Yeah, I don't know what to say about the that last story we covered, the AI generated stuff, but my instinct is put him under the jail.
Exactly.
And anybody who does that under the jail.
Exactly.
I think you have to treat that as something like anybody who does anything on school grounds or anything like that. I don't care if the real person is it involved or not. Someone exposes themselves like that.
Oh, you definitely, you got to push it to the hilt.
We got to be proactive on that.
Yeah. And I would be for the death penalty for stuff like that. People that do that to children, who destroy they're the most evil.
All day long.
Most evil in our society. And there's a lot of forms of evil. But dadgum. And seeing that, I didn't share the mugshot, but dead eyes, what you would expect. Like, he looks it. And it's, man, I was looking forward to talking about how AI is kind of a joke, but then you see stuff like that.
Right.
And you're like, oh, God.
That just shows you there's evil in this world. They'll take whatever they can do to
twist
make
anything.
their world more evil. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Hey, if we empower every individual human being in the world with all the information, give them microphones, give them cameras, now give them essentially like a very, very smart research assistant that is very sycophantic. It will do pretty much whatever you tell it to do. It is in many ways a reflection back on you. It is not some independent thinking thing.
That's why I want my robot.
You might say, like, in most cases, in many such cases, that's a good thing. Like, more information, you can get your ideas out. You can meet new, interesting people. You can learn things at a faster rate. You can get work done productively at a faster rate. Most cases, that's the case. But there's always going to be that aspect of humanity that gets empowered. And they're like, I'm going to use this for evil.
When you're doing your settings on whatever AI you use, is there a way to kind of filter more factual based content and less opinion based op-ed type stuff?
There's a few different ways you can control that. Yes,
Okay.
you can really control how it responds. But again, you can't just take it for granted. Now, every time you look something up, are you going to double check it? Did you do that with Google anyway? No. And much of this stuff, much of the problems of AI that we're going to see, these portals to hell, it's not like they're new. They're just on steroids.
Yeah.
Like all this, you could go look up how to make a bomb online long before AI. Now AI will just curate and literally put it right in front of you. And that's a good ethical question. Should OpenAI or Elon XAI and Grok, if somebody asks, should it tell people how to do things?
Do you deny the masses to keep the
Right.
literally minimum from doing their damage? See, I don't think so. I think that's part of our problem is we kind of cater things around the stupid.
Yes, we
and
do.
I think we should have less patience for that. And I hate saying it, but only the strong can survive.
But also the way these AI systems work, there might be a way to distinguish what's like an actual threat.
So
like, I think these are essentially building like authoritarian dreams. Excuse me, pardon me. Wet dreams for authoritarians.
Definitely.
Excuse me, pardon me. But that's, I think, it's like the matter of control. The more I think about this, I don't care if you call yourself a democracy or a republic or an aristocracy or an oligarchy, or if you're you're like, yep, we love our dear leader. We love our monarch or dictator. I don't care what system you call it. If you have these systems of control, it doesn't matter the ideals that you dress yourself up in. This is massive for abuse.
Especially with our political system and how the pendulum swings one side or the other.
Yeah.
And I know the Silicon folks are going to have the back end of this, but
well, and I know in this day and age too, it's fire breathing. Like we must blame the evildoer, which I read the Matt Walsh piece. I'm not necessarily against Trump, DOJ, and FBI going after certain folks, but I made the point yesterday, and I make it again because I believe it. Is it a healthy sign for a nation that the party in power is called an authoritarian regime of some form or fashion, whether it's commie or fascist, or add your adjective to it or your pejorative to it? But is it a good sign that whenever the party in power is in power, they're called some authoritarian regime by the people out of power? It could be hysterical partisanship, presidential derangement syndrome. It's not just Trump derangement syndrome, but I know some of y'all, when Obama was president, you were pretty deranged about him. So is it like just people are deranged, they're watching too much politics, they should turn off the Fox News, the MSNBC, get off social media? Or are people actually seeing a reality of the system that's there no matter who's in charge, so to speak?
I think it's both. I
think both.
I think it's more on the latter for sure, though.
Right. There's just stuff about our government that is unnerving. I don't care how much you say I'm a Christian, I'm an American, I'm all these things. I'm like, well, I kind of agree with the values you're selling me, but I don't trust you, man. Not with this sort of a power.
Nope. And you shouldn't. Because we're at the end of the day, we're all human. That's what we seem to forget. Just because someone's been voted most popular and they're in this realm of really imaginary power, to me, we still have to check them. They're human.
Right. But then if you even, we've worked it out. Thank God we haven't destroyed ourselves with the earth with nukes. So you can have these immense powers and people can let their better angels and their reason win the day. And we haven't blown ourselves up yet.
Yeah.
I guess with the whole turn against Russia, who knows? It might be right around the corner. So you got to have that same hope for something like AI. You got to have that same hope for so many other powers real. It's just that I think it's such a unique temptation to just doing awful, awful things. And you better believe all these folks that set up these systems to control these authoritarian regimes dressed up in all sorts of different forms of government, they all, for the most part, believe they're doing the right thing.
Yep.
It's very rare. Now, you could get all philosophical, be like, well, the very way the will is constructed in human beings, everybody is always perceiving as though they're doing the good. I think that I buy the philosophical argument. I mean, you want to pursue certain ends, you believe in that end because it's good because you believe in it, sort of thing. Now, I do think, though, there are people that destroy because they want to destroy. And they perceive that as a good thing, but they know they're doing an awful thing. I think there are people that get off understanding I'm transgressing. I'm doing a terrible, terrible thing.
Yes. And they pretend as if they're doing something very good.
Right. And not all of them. But what's the old line? That power corrupts, and absolute power
corrupts
absolutely. Yeah, right. And there was an addendum I heard to that, like a little add-on saying, and power attracts the already corrupted.
Oh, no doubt.
So, like when you talk about the gun control thing, it's like maybe it works initially. Maybe it's such an outbreak of like even your most Second Amendment right-wing guys like, okay, this is too much. Like we're going to hold all the guns at the militia headquarters. How about that?
Nope.
But say for the sake of argument, the nation does change its mind and passes some new amendment like we did with prohibition.
Mm-hmm.
Like these sort of things happen. Maybe initially it actually is in good spirit. It is well-intentioned. The government that helps implement this is not intending on like being some dictatorship now that you're disarmed and all this stuff. But as soon as you create that monopoly on who can own firearms, you better believe the worst people, the evilest people will immediately go to work taking over that monopoly.
Yep, 100%.
Of course.
And it's like that on so many things, especially where there's immense power and force at stake. So it's like, good luck. Like, good luck. I'm worried in general, regardless, like, because our political dialogue and discourse doesn't exist. It's a bunch of catty a-holes just yapping at one another for the most part. Like, where's the actual conversation? And you find it some corners, but like, so daggum, I'm more looking at general trends going, we better pray. As we were saying it the other day with that Larry Arnn speech, it looks like to get better, we're going to have to suffer. That's the nature of things to one degree or another. But then, you know, some days you can give your best middle-aged buddy a pack of Natty Light and life's all right.
Makes his life a lot better.
This is the constant battle inside where I'm contemplating all these things and I'm like, yeah, but Eddie needs a cold brewski.
Always.
Help him forget all those childhood memories when he put peanuts in his Coke.
That was good times.
Yeah.
The nice thing about peanuts, this is real chismy of me, but you could eat them, but also when your buddy got on your nerves, you could throw them at him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did they hurt?
If you throw them hard enough.
Okay.
So yes. Yes, they did.
You got a good arm?
Used to, yeah.
Do you ever want to be a professional athlete?
Yeah, up until I realized there was a lot of running involved, and then, you know, I realized there's another way to impress the girls. So.
Did you ever want to be a dancer?
I used to think I was. In fact, my first dance contest, I learned a very hard lesson. You need a partner.
Yeah? Wait, you wouldn't hand jive by yourself?
Pretty much.
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, I was young, and, you know.
For some reason, if you were cast in the movie, like a new reiteration of Grease,
yeah,
you know, the musical,
yeah,
you would be the guys that during Blue Moon the crowd.
100%.
Yeah, that would be it.
I could tell you the stories of our great moonings. You know how some restaurants will have a window, like we used to go to this place. Anyway, their window was just about butt high.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a nice steakhouse.
Yeah.
And we were older than we probably should have been doing this, but young enough kids, and we thought, hey, you know, it'd be funny. Let's go place someone's butt right on that window. And while they're eating dinner, eventually they will all look and see there's someone's bare butt right there. And then what we'll do, the guy that's putting the butt there, we'll tell him, no, he's not looking yet, even though there's people coming out of the restaurant to beat him up because he put his bare butt on the window.
And by the way, somebody texted me, y'all say peanuts or penis? So you did want to be a dancer.
At some point, yes.
Yeah. And so tell me about this time where you're dancing all by yourself.
Well, it was like we lived in Turkey and I was young and I was feeling the groove, you know, feeling myself a little bit. And they had a dance contest and I didn't know that you needed a partner, you know.
What song you dancing to?
I think we were Saturday Night Fever, to be honest.
Okay, Bee Gees.
Yeah,
all right.
Very much so.
I was thinking more Madonna would be your thing.
No, that was older when I got a little older in life. But I remember what they would do is they come around and if they tapped you, then you got to stay on the dance floor. And at the end of the song, they'd say, okay, all of you guys that, you know, ladies that got tapped, y'all can stay on the dance floor. I was like, oh, hey, no, nobody tapped me. And then I noticed everyone that was still on the dance floor had a partner. I screwed up right then.
Yeah, no, I've been going through some other weird emotions where I keep seeing all these sorority videos, and apparently now all these sorority gals are making bank.
Oh, really?
Off these videos, a lot of money, and especially you being raised with sisters. Did you ever just get jealous of the women folk? You're like, I wish I could be a dancer and get paid to dance.
No.
Yeah, me either.
No.
Good. Okay.
No. I danced with them, though. I was a pretty good dancer for a while.
Right. I was trying to trap you.
No.
Right.
I let them put the makeup and the dress on me once or twice. That's about it.
Did you ever find Bugs Bunny attractive when he'd put on a dress and play a girl bunny? No.
No.
Neither did I. I was just asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be a dancer. I don't want to get paid to dance.
I love the dancers end up with the girls like J-Lo's ex-husband.
I didn't idolize Fred Astaire when I was a kid.
Frank Sinatra, he was my guy.
Yeah, Sinatra's a man.
He was my guy.
Anyway, we'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. The U.S. economy expanded at a 3.8% pace from April through June in a dramatic upgrade of the government's previous estimate of second quarter growth. The Commerce Department said that U.S. gross domestic product rebounded in the spring from a 0.6% first quarter drop. The gunman who opened fire from a nearby rooftop on the Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility in Dallas left a note saying that he hoped the attack would, quote, give ICE agents real terror, unquote. That's according to FBI Director Kash Patel. The shooter killed an ICE detainee and critically wounded 2 others. The detainees were in a van. The suspect, who shot himself, was identified as Joshua John. The Dow dropping 171 points, the NASDAQ down 142. This is SRN News.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind, to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my 2 sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-226-5454. That's 800-226-5454. 800-226-5454.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For tough, good-looking roofs, it's Tamco Shingles from Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For great folks and great prices, call Alabama Wholesale Lumber.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Radar will be very active today with this important frontal system swinging across the state. Our weather app will keep you on top of the action. A few of the storms could be on the strong side, so scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely today, and a few scattered showers and storms left over tonight, and I think also during the day on Friday. Today's high mid-80s, low tonight around 70, only in the low 80s for a high on Friday. Then look for some nicer air with low temperatures in the low to mid-60s by Friday night. That's a nice change. Lower humidity this weekend with plenty of sun, highs in the 80s, lows at night in the low 60s. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
At CB&S Bank, we've been meeting the needs of our customers since 1906. Need help setting up new business goals? Our line of commercial loans can help you achieve them. Go to cbsbank.com to find a location near you. All loans subject to credit approval, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. 2 suspects have been arrested in connection to a robbery and kidnapping at a Montgomery hotel last month. 23-year-old Marquise Barnett and 19-year-old Liddell Brown allegedly robbed, beat, and kidnapped 2 men at gunpoint at the Studio Lodge extended stay on Eastern Boulevard August 25th. 34-year-old Shakita Anderson was previously arrested in the case. A Montgomery charter school is closing for the rest of the week due to an outbreak of illness. Life Academy made the announcement Wednesday following multiple cases of hand, foot, and mouth disease. Life Academy is located on West Fairview Avenue and serves grades K through 8. The school will undergo a deep cleaning and sanitization before reopening. The Montgomery Biscuits Birmingham Barons Southern League Championship game was suspended last night due to lightning. Play will resume today at noon with our Biscuits down 5-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Gates open at 11:30 a.m. with free admission. It's rally time. Come on down and support the Butter and Blue. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
Hello, this is David Ernest with Ernest Financial. And just like Ernest Financial makes lots of money for our clients, Blue Water has helped us make lots of money for our company. You cannot go wrong with advertising with Blue Water Broadcasting.
Our advertisers are our biggest advocates. Call us to find out how radio can increase your bottom line. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Big news! Phillips Dunn Animal Hospital has a new name. But don't worry, everything you love is still the same. Now they're Pike Road Animal Hospital, still at 5148 Troy Highway, still the same great team you've trusted for years. Same friendly faces, same expert care, just a new name, and still offering boarding, grooming, and doggy daycare. Pike Road Animal Hospital, formerly Phillips Dunn Animal Hospital. New name, same heart. Compassion you know, care that you trust.
Hey guys, this is Todd Clark with River Region Contracting, your premier roofing contractor in Central Alabama. So remember the name, River Region Contracting, for all your roofing needs. We're not affiliated with any other roofing company in the River Region. We've been in the roofing business since 2005. We don't have to buy our leads, and we don't have to knock on doors when the storms come around. We have thousands of satisfied customers throughout Central Alabama. So call us at 334-356-8635. That's 334-356-8635.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's news and views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Again, you're listening to Joey Clark Live, but it's also Eddie Bader's Big Birthday Bash.
Yes.
Now, what, could you dance to something like this in Turkey?
No, this when I was in Turkey, we were Earth, Wind, and Fire, Rapper's Delight, Saturday Night Fever, those kind of things. So this
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
This would have
Nothing
been
wrong
like
with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Some heavy metal. I think back then this would have been like real heavy.
Seriously, when I listen to a song like September,
yeah, man.
well-known song,
yeah,
and you think, and a lot of pop songs are like, you know, you can take them, leave them musically. No, you listen to that song September, it is perfectly harmonized.
Oh, yes.
Every instrument and the sonic stacking and how they put it, it's like a perfect blanket of well-crafted sound.
Yep.
And I love it. It's it's so hard to recreate what they did. What is it? Maurice White, singer and producer, amazing guy.
Yep.
Anyway,
Kool and the Gang. That was the kind of music that we grew up listening to in Turkey.
Okay, I can see that.
That, and there was this Turkish lady who had a song called "I'm on to petrol," which I think it means we need gas. Believe it or not, that was a big hit over there.
You never got into like Whitney Houston's "Want to Dance with Somebody"?
Yeah, as I got older,
What was the Gloria Estefan he was doing earlier?
1, 2, 3. Come on, baby, say you love me. 5, 6, 7.
Were you listening to that in the car?
Man, yeah, you can tell when I'm listening to that. My head will be bobbing.
What have you been listening to lately? I'm interested because it's your birthday weekend coming up. I know you got all sorts of stuff.
Here lately, pop. Except when I've been riding around with Hannah and her country.
You don't like country?
Not today's modern.
I'm
country,
not a huge country guy.
Not today's modern country.
Yeah.
Good old CNW I like, and even some 90s country, but today's stuff.
What about like Sturgill?
Yeah, like Pamela recommended.
not my
Pamela
jam.
recommended Sturgill to me, and I always listen to some. It's very good. I like it a lot.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not my.
Actually,
not my
I
jam.
listen to Sturgill stuff, and I'm like, I think I could make that. I can't sing like that guy, but
Yeah.
I'm like, the music makes sense of how it's crafted. Now that guy's voices and writing is unreal.
There's a new wave of like outlaw country.
Yeah,
it's not that pop.
I like the outlaw stuff.
Yeah,
I do
me
like
too.
the outlaw stuff.
Me too.
But no, so you're like Madonna. Many a time
jam
he's
out
come
to
in
Madonna.
whistling Borderline.
Borderline's one of them jams, man. And Holiday. Oh man. Like a Virgin. Yeah. Remember Papa Don't Preach, how controversial that was?
No, I don't remember how controversial that was.
My bad.
What year is that?
I don't remember.
I don't think I was
either.
born yet.
85, 86.
Yeah, probably the year I graduated high school or something. But
Why
yeah.
was it controversial?
Papa Don't Preach. It was Madonna telling, the whole story of I'm pregnant and don't lecture me, Daddy. I'm keeping my baby. I'm keeping my baby.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's actually a wholesome pro-life song then.
It is now, but at the time that was very controversial because teen pregnancy and all that was an issue then. And Nancy Reagan had said teen pregnancy is bad. So
right.
Did you see that joke when the comedians put out all this Trump derangement syndrome or whatever? All Trump would have to do is say how much he's for abortion.
I was thinking the same thing.
The Democrats would just be like, "Nope, I'm having this baby."
Especially after this Tylenol thing.
Dude.
All these women who are preggers are like, I'm gonna take some Tylenol, my baby will be fine.
I just don't understand the response.
Oh, I do.
That you don't
Have
tell
you been
me?
around women?
Yeah, that's that you don't tell me.
Especially liberal women?
That's liberal white women. That's a problem, Joey.
Who spend too much time online? Yeah, I get it. Don't tell me. It's like, get thee to a nunnery.
Yeah, please, quickly.
Or an insane assault.
And by the way, we do have a story coming up, and the headline is just this: inside tiny house community with no men and no drama.
Oh, is it a local story?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I know of one of these.
Okay.
Locally, yeah.
No, and it's from one of your favorite sites, Realtor? Or Realtor? Realtor.com.
Realtor.com.
Good profession for folks.
Yes,
it's the backbone of the service industry.
It is.
It's the backbone of folks who didn't go to the college degree farms.
Not all heroes wear capes, Joey.
Helping America achieve its dreams.
Mm-hmm. One house at a time.
No, this one's out of Texas.
Oh, okay.
And she's claiming that it's an all-women thing, and there's no drama here, but we'll read into the story and stuff. But maybe that's what some of these broads need. Just go live in a tiny home
I
community.
think that's a good idea. However, did you ever see the Golden Girls? Was that not a house of women that stayed full of drama all the time?
Yeah, I was about to say, there's drama. It was literally a TV show.
Right.
Right. Oh, yeah.
No drama.
No, wait, what's your favorite episode of the Golden Girls?
I liked it when I kind of found out that I think her name was it Blanche? Blanche. I liked it when I kind of realized she was a bit slutty.
Yeah, you like that?
I like that because I like, it's nice to realize that older women are going to get the groove on too.
Okay. And that just made you happy.
It did, because as a young guy, I was like, when is this going to die? And then
it doesn't.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Right.
That was good to know.
And then you get older and you realize, no, it dies.
It dies.
It
Yeah.
dies.
Whole other reasons there. But yeah.
Call Montgomery Men's Health. Let's go to Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy, you ever want to be a dancer?
I'm your private dancer.
Dancing for money.
nothing. for me. Because I'm your private dancer. And let me tell you something. I've been to the concerts when I was over in Europe. Madonna live sucked.
Really?
Let's see, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson sucked.
Oh, I saw him in concert
Phil
on
Collins?
HBO.
Sucked.
Phil Collins, really?
The best, who the best concert was?
Oh, I think I know.
George Michael was awesome.
Okay.
That would be a good one.
Because you got to have faith, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And the second thing is the best I've ever. I haven't seen Dinah Ross. Dinah Ross was pretty good. She had a circular stage. But the number one was Tina Turner.
Really?
Unbelievable.
Put on a good show, didn't she?
No, wait. How was
Tina?
that? Go ahead.
Tina made a mistake though. She didn't do reserved seats. She said general admission. We got freaking crushed in the front row. I mean, my ribs were making love to that stage edge. You know what I'm saying?
No, wait. Because you've told me this before, but what did you think of that Sign of the Times concert?
The what?
The Sign of the Times concert.
She came right by me 2 inches. I didn't even notice her.
Wow.
Yeah, because they came down from the back of the auditorium.
Yeah.
And they came down, and Prince was so. Thank God he had stacks on him because he was so damn short.
Yeah, he's tiny dude.
He wanted to be a professional basketball. Yeah, he was like, and he wanted to be a basketball player unless he was Spud Webb with cleats on. I don't know.
I heard he was
But
hell with the
he
three.
He did a great concert. But let me tell you, he did a great concert. Okay. Peaches and Cream was good too. Sign of the Times was good. Purple Rain was good. But Tina Turner, unbelievable. After you read her book, I, Tina, which she went through mentally and physically.
Yeah.
A woman for her age at that particular time, okay, come out there and give a live concert, okay, 6 or 7, what do you call it, at the end, what do you call it?
Encore.
Not the repeats, but
Oh yeah, the encore.
encores. She did 6 or, most I've ever seen.
Wow.
All those stars combined, she came out and did 6 or 7. She just loved her crowd. But let me tell you about it. A general admission, God, I ever said, I'll never do that again. That's like a body massage without paying for it. I'm telling
One
you.
big mosh pit, man.
So we're sitting there. Oh, you ain't lying. I didn't realize it, you know. I'm 25, and I thought I was a little smarter than that, but evidently not. So we're sitting there at the concert, and the next thing I know, guess what? Soldier Boy has to go to and put his cape on and save 2 girls. I had to dive into the pit. They had 2 girls that were like, I'm probably about 4 foot, or one other one was about 5 foot. And they're about 14, 15 years old, right? They were physically getting crushed. I thought they were going to suffocate.
Yep.
And I saw them struggling. It's like being at a wave pool and you see people struggling, you know what I'm saying? And you could see them getting crushed. And I went over there and I pushed myself as hard as I could. Me and a couple of friends went over there and pulled them and threw them up on our shoulders and the back of our necks, piggybacking, just to get them some freaking air. They were almost ready to pass out. Unbelievable. General admission, not your choice if you're young. Don't go up there.
Man, you
And
went
if you're
to
old either.
you went
don't-
to a lot of concerts though. That's pretty cool. Like you went to a
Military.
lot of the high profile.
Well, you got to remember it's Frankfurt. Okay, it's
They're
an
all coming
international city. Guess who I saw the Theater of Pain? Who did that first concert?
Motley Crue.
Rock group. Oh, that's right. I saw Motley Crue in a freaking damn bar.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Yep.
It was a big ass German. It was a big ass German bar. Didn't even know who Motley Crue was, and I saw a Theater of Pain on it. We got some concert shirts, man. I still got them, and I didn't realize it. And I said, "Fine." And guess who else I got to see live in States first time? Dire Straits was great. Oh my god,
Great players.
They were. Oh my god, they were in the bar too, because these are people who are just starting to get to be known in Europe. Okay, so that's why Motley Crue is there. Tell you one thing was good: the Scorpions. They're a German group anyway.
Yeah, I seen them in Anchorage.
Oh man, they are great, man. Live, I would tell you. But it's just like, I mean, Madonna. Good God, she was that bad. I mean, who's that girl concert? I was like, who's that gag? I mean,
Well, that
I'm
was
like,
a
she's
flop
over
of a
here.
movie too. So
Yeah. Well, it's not, they can't all be
it was
hits.
too.
Well, I
Can you
appreciate.
believe that? Yeah, but can you believe that about whatchamacallit? Not Diana Ross, but I'm talking about what's her name? Tina Turner.
oh man, she in
Don't
her
you
70s,
appreciate
she was
more?
still rocking. Yeah.
Yeah, Tina Turner is
But
one of the original.
But here's the problem: is after you read her book of what she went through, physically and mentally,
Yeah.
for her to do concerts and continue to do concerts. And she stayed over in Austria, in Europe. She married an Austrian guy. And she was just unbelievable. Let's put it that way.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Tough old
Appreciate
broad.
it, man.
See you, man.
Yeah, no, there's a lot to remember there. But
I remember she could dance for a lady of her 70s on the stage. She did go for it.
That's one of those that I was brought up on. Like my mom was always spinning some Tina Turner vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been to honestly that many concerts though. When Montgomery used to do Jubilee, you got a lot of people.
We did.
And
That was pretty
in fact,
good.
saw John Mayer. It was like after his first album, he had that one hit. No, way before that. I want to run through the halls of my high school. I want to scream.
Oh, I remember that song.
Yeah, and that song had just come out. He was there. Taylor Swift was here in Montgomery.
That's right. Taylor Swift was
Before
here.
she had maybe
I
one
remember
hit. Like, and we saw a lot of great, also just legacy bands there too. But I don't know. Jubilee, I think, would be a cool thing to bring back. Somebody was asking Andrew Szymanski about it yesterday.
I wish they would, but what scares me about Jubilee is we don't have the police force to even handle everyday Tuesdays.
See, and I was a
here.
kid back then, so it's like the sense of how they controlled everything it was lost on me.
It's a lot different. They used to be. I remember when they first started, Jubilee was free, and which was great when it first started. But they had to put a price there to keep it above board, I guess you'd say, to keep the trash out.
Yeah, and one of the stages, I think the Taylor Swift stage was right there on Dexter.
Yep.
And then there was a stage where the parking lot there between Renaissance and Embassy Suites now. It actually used to be 2 stages because a lot of that stuff was
I saw widespread panic back there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they did have Jubilee going when they still had the amphitheater. I remember seeing Hootie and the Blowfish there. A little bit of James Brown on one of the stages. Doobie Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Foreigner. That was actually great because the drummer they had with them, Jason Bonham.
Really?
Yeah. So they went into Jukebox Hero. This is in Montgomery.
Yeah.
They go into Jukebox Hero, and then in the middle of Jukebox Hero, it goes into like a cover of Whole Lotta Love, then a cover of Moby Dick by Zeppelin, and then it goes into like a 20-minute drum solo by John Bonham's son, Jason Bonham. Then out of the drum solo, it goes back into Jukebox Hero. It's like a 20-minute medley that was just fantastic. You guys could play.
You know who his son's playing with now?
No, I don't know.
I just saw something with him, and he's with them permanently too. I cannot think of the band now, darn it. But I just saw that I think this past year that he's with somebody constantly.
That wasn't the Foo Fighters replacement, was it?
I don't think it was Foo Fighters, but that would be good.
Foo Fighters would be great.
That would be good.
Anyway, just trying to, for a second, stay away from the news. Music tends to cheer me up.
Well, you were talking about, city doing stuff like that. Aren't they doing something around the 3rd where they're going to have free beer downtown?
What?
And open up like some sort of a celebration?
Free beer. That's a celebration in itself.
Yeah.
October 3rd?
Yeah. I heard that last night at the bar.
What type of beer are we giving away?
I don't know. Not your Natty Light. You can keep those.
No way. I'll fight you for them.
Yeah, I'm just putting in October 3rd Montgomery.
Free beer.
I think it was supposed to be something around the HBCU games, but it's supposed to be some big party downtown.
Ooh, I remember I did the chicken wing taste testing down there a couple of years ago during the HBCU thing.
There was a...
Yeah, it's going to be at the beer garden downtown.
Free beer for real?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a limit?
On October 3rd, I'd imagine there is.
And I believe they're going to extend the entertainment area so you can
give me enough free beer, I'll be entertainment.
Yeah.
Ain't no problem there.
Well, and I think also is the Brewfest supposed to be that same day?
A couple of weeks ago, I thought.
I don't know. But this thing you're talking about, yeah, it is on October 3rd, and it's going to be the Tap Beer Garden.
Putting that in the phone.
Interesting. Yeah, okay, I didn't know about that.
Yeah. And I believe a lot of the businesses are picking up and helping out, and I don't know if it's going to be at just the beer garden.
Right.
I think you'll be able to walk around downtown and enjoy the city.
Well, I know Eddie's beer removal service will be in full effect that day.
Yeah, it's and this will be when the Ferris wheels.
Okay, here's an
This
idea.
will be in the middle of the 3-day trial run for the Ferris wheel.
Okay, here's an idea, guys. We go down there with great intentions of just having a beer and maybe seeing the folks on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
14 beers later, we are standing up on the Ferris wheel as it's going round and round, singing Motley Crue.
I got a feeling we're going to be accused of being white supremacists.
It's better than drowning in the whitewater park,
there.
man.
Well, honestly, we're just going to be accused of that for existing
Yeah.
and having a political opinion.
This is true.
But I don't know. I don't want to get on any Ferris wheel.
Really? You're not a Ferris wheel guy?
I'm good.
What about rides in general?
I'm not a child.
So you're not a thrill seeker?
Oh, rides in general?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've never really been a big let's go ride.
Give me the adrenaline shot.
Who?
The adrenaline
Yeah,
shot.
I mean, that's
No, like
been a while for me, but yeah.
Go to Six Flags or something. No.
Oh, dude, we did that
I'm
Superman at Six Flags.
Oh, yeah. Roller coaster, sign me up.
Yeah.
Nah.
Go jump out of a plane, I'm your dude.
Yeah, I'm
That's
good
so
on all
much.
that.
I'll give you my GoPro. You can just film it on the way down. And I've seen several of those where the people get sick on the way down. And yeah. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you just want to stay home and dance.
Sing some Sheena Easton.
And I have to admit, I'm a little envious because we are all made in a certain way.
Sure.
And like
Some taller than
sometimes, like just certain things are not in the cards. Like if you ever wanted to be like you're playing football initially, or basketball, or baseball, and
Yes.
you're like, I'd love to be a pro athlete because every little kid's got that
Oh, yes.
star athlete they idolize, and you really, when you're young, maybe it is in the cards. Like, you don't know. As you develop, do you have the discipline, the skill, all this stuff?
No.
But often for most of us, that's just not in the cards.
What is the percentage? It's got to be just tiny.
Oh, it's tiny.
I think it's like 1.5 high school athletes going to play college.
I remember too, because I do remember the dreams everybody had. And then I think I know one guy, Bill Nover, who got to try it out for Pittsburgh one time. And that was it.
But these sorority girls.
Oh, yeah, Joey.
Apparently they're cashing in big. It's all these Rush
been doing
videos.
that.
Yeah. But it's apparently become a pretty big business. This is from the Wall Street Journal, I believe.
Oh.
Saying Blythe Beardsley and her fellow Kappa Kappa Gammas were, why are you saying, oh, Lord, at that?
You nail it there. Go ahead, Joe.
Kappa Kappa.
Yeah.
Cutta.
What is their stupid, like, abbreviation? What do they call themselves? Cap Gams?
Kappas.
Kappas, just Kappas. All right, sorry. I don't mean to
but y'all
crap
make fun of
on this whole
Chisholmites.
culture
Okay.
that I had no time for when I was going through college. But Blythe Beardsley and her fellow Kappas were looking to reach sorority hopefuls when they posted a choreographed dance set to the Sweet Escape by Gwen Stefani in August. The clip ended up reaching far beyond the University of Arizona with over 38 million views on TikTok and garnering lots of comments about Beardsley, who is front and center in the dance formation. Blythe could steal my man and I would be the one to say sorry.
What?
One person wrote. Yeah. Anyway, suddenly, Beardsley wasn't just the queen bee of recruitment. She had a chance to be an influencer. Within a few weeks, she had a public TikTok and Instagram, and she and her mom were on a flight to New York Fashion Week, paid for by the Australian fashion brand Shopo.
Never heard of them.
Me either. But sorority recruitment, also known as Rush, has become a social media Super Bowl with massive money-making potential for college girls. Like college athletes earning brand endorsements, sororities are now the target of companies looking to advertise products on social media.
Okay.
They got some disposable income.
I guess so.
Kappa Kappa Gamma, brought to you by Vagisil. Those who go viral to gain a debt-free education, expenses paid trips, and a career path after graduation. Wow.
I don't think so. You know how reality TV stars always end up in the crapper? I got a feeling these are
Where are the Rush videos from like Harvard and MIT and
Yeah, I was wondering that too. Yeah. I don't think that's a thing up there necessarily.
I think those happen.
Or not in that same way.
I think those happen on TED Talks.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they have Greek life, but it's not quite the same thing as like an SEC school.
Or
you don't think they're doing any paddling?
School.
Oh, Arizona.
Ooh, party. You don't think they're doing any paddling at the
paddling up at Harvard?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all voluntary. Rush is more like
Their paddling's in a boat.
But apparently they now have like this chick I'm describing, she is brand coordinators. Volunteers in the chapter who solicit and manage deals. Any money earned usually goes back into a chapter's budget for Rush. Okay, so it's a good way to make money and sustain things.
They're learning things.
Yeah, Poppy, the prebiotic soda company, girl, you're bloated, distributed.
I just women love to buy products that insult them first.
But Poppy, it's a prebiotic soda, distributed over 430,000 customized cans for Greek organizations across more than 2,500 chapters for Fall Rush this year. Huh. That's according to Poppy's vice president of culture.
I'm sorry, just for clarity. Did you say pre?
Yeah, prebiotic.
Prebiotic, yes.
Not a pro.
Pre. Yes.
I'm dumb. I have no idea
It's a new
what
craze.
this is.
What is a prebiotic? I don't even know.
It's like almost your vitamin C type thing, isn't it? Just your nutrients.
When do you become a probiotic?
When you take as many as Joey does.
Prebiotics are like a non-digestible food ingredients that selectively stimulate the growth and or activity of beneficial microorganisms in the gut. So you got stuff in your gut, and probiotics, live microorganisms that when consumed in adequate amounts provide health benefits to the host.
Yogurt.
Okay. Yeah, yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, as well as supplements. That's all like probiotics. Prebiotics be like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes,
and some
processed foods.
Really?
Yeah. Why are you eating that Twinkie? That's my prebiotic.
That's my prebiotic right there, baby.
But anyway, they were the company, this Poppy company with the prebiotic soda, has also paid sorority members to promote their products.
Not bad
Claudia
idea.
Soar, the president of the cosmetic company Anastasia Beverly Hills, said in an email that the company started working with sororities in 2023, the same year that HBO aired a documentary on Rush at the University of
that.
Alabama. I never watched that. Did y'all ever catch
I watched
that?
part of it. It just got.
I lived it.
You lived it?
Yeah, I don't need to.
Yeah,
watch
am I
it.
bringing back bad memories or good memories or just memories?
If I had any
If it's bad
from
memories,
that
it might have
time,
had something to do with you trying to join a sorority. I mean,
or getting kicked out of a sorority house.
those are not bad memories. You remember Animal House? Penny Red. You remember? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it just looks like it's become a huge business. As football in particular with NIL has become a huge business, it's now in this era of social media. It's like if you're hot and you can dance and you got a lot of people that follow you and think you're influential, you can push product.
This
Basically.
is so sexist, though, man. Fraternities don't get this. You don't see a bunch of guys
know.
getting sponsored by Natty Light and Zen.
Thus my point about
they
wishing
will.
I could just dance.
Especially what's the dip thing you use? The,
Zen.
On
okay, yeah.
or
I would
Zen, yeah.
imagine that would be all over college
You would
campuses and just with
Thank you for
advertising
mentioning
and
it.
everything
I'll
else.
put some in. That itch all of a sudden.
Don't forget to send me a tip. But yeah, I would think that
I'm not sending you any tips.
I would think that anything like that, because I guess with sororities, the money is there. There's no doubt that I hate to say it this way, but there's no doubt the parents are supporting that daughter. Maybe it's a little bit different in the man's world.
Well, and here's another example. Quinn Davis, a senior at Arizona State University, a member of Alpha Phi, starred in a dancing video for her sorority her sophomore year in 2023. Her denim crop top with the shape of a star led to the nickname Star Top Girl. Wow. Soon Davis, who is also on her university's dance team, so tired of female privilege, was fielding requests, including, actually, I should just dance. I should just come out and dance. And by the way, if you think I'm being a little gay today, it's because I'm trying to make sure nobody on the Democratic side picks me as vice president. All right? That's why.
Is that a rule now?
That's what happened to Buttigieg.
I heard, but I didn't know that was.
I don't even want
rule.
I don't even want them sniffing around me to be a vice president.
Well, then you better get a girl. Just saying.
No, if I get a wife and kids to keep up appearances, they're gonna.
You get a wife and kids, they can say that right there is a fake. You just need to have a steady girlfriend.
Like Cory Booker. Everybody's buying that, right?
Why you got to blow me up like that?
But this Quinn Davis chick says it's been my dream and goal for a long time to pursue social media on a higher level.
What?
I knew this would be a good
A
segment.
higher level? What is a
my
higher
God.
level? More money. That's
Hold
the
on.
whole reason you do social
Can
media.
we stop giving money to higher ed? I mean, like,
If this is what we're getting out of it,
my
then yes.
argument is over.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Don't hear that.
The queen of Rush Talk is Kylan Darnell, a senior at the University of Alabama. So
Bet
it
she's-
has a local
She
element. here.
blonde hair and hot.
She's the member of the, what is it, Zeta Tau Alpha?
Zeta Tau.
What is
Yeah.
it? Say it again.
That's the thing.
Say it again.
Zeta Tau.
Zeta Tau.
Ta.
Ta?
T-A-U?
Yeah. Zeta Tau Alpha? See, I don't know any of you know any of this? No. Anyway.
That's
But
Z-top.
she's a senior there. Her name's Kylan Darnell. She went viral in 2022. Look her up. Somebody look her up.
Yeah,
Apparently
she's got
she's
blonde hair.
famous now. Kylan with a K. Kylan.
Oh, that's a good one, Brian. Byron got a good one. That's a good one.
But a definitive breakout star of hashtag Bama Rush, a viral TikTok phenomenon showing the University of Alabama sorority recruitment process. She amassed 500,000 followers, up from 150,000 when she first entered college.
Wow.
Her fame became so widespread that her little sister's decision not to pledge a sorority was covered in People magazine.
This young lady had 150,000 followers before she went to college.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious.
She's pursuing it on a higher level.
3 years later, she has 1.3 million followers on the talk and is making up to 6 figures a month.
That's how many it takes to
Damn it, if the world would just let me dance.
I'm looking up.
I don't know if I
my
get
followers.
1.3 million followers.
I'm looking up how many I got now. Ooh, I got more than I thought.
Oh, you do?
1,598
I don't have that
on the TikTok, but that's mainly because I've got stupid videos of
Okay,
getting
I
stung
kinda-
by wasp and things like that.
I kind of figured out why Kylan Darnell is
really
popular. Yeah.
Is she hotta?
Yeah, there's a picture of her right there.
Yeah, she's all right.
The tip of her nose is all wrong.
What?
Anytime I see a drop dead beautiful woman, I try to find
Something
the most
wrong with them?
obscure small thing that's not a flaw
Mhm.
and fixate over it.
No, she's very pretty.
She's pretty. She's all right.
You notice we're all like, yeah, you know.
Because we know that women like that, high maintenance women, which we'll probably be talking about tomorrow afternoon on happy hour. But high maintenance women like that come with a lot of maintenance, and mostly lazy men. I will be saying like ourselves, we would like that, but after about 20 minutes of that kind of high maintenance, you go, you know what? I'm kind of good.
Yeah, but I've found like the pageant girl is easy to talk to because they just
It's not the talking to.
No, you just ask them about themselves.
It's not the talking to. It's you got to go fetch them something to drink, fetch them something to eat all the time. They're crabby, very moody, daddy issues. Hello,
all of them. Man, you seem like you're painting with a broad brush, sir.
We're talking about sorority chicks, right?
Yeah, I think you're painting with a broad brush.
Yeah, you need a big old 4-inch brush to paint that. It's the truthful.
I'd say strong 7 out of 10.
Yeah. How many of those girls end up in the club?
What do you mean the club?
Doing the
ones
pants off, dance off for tips.
The ones that don't.
Oh, where people were fans are only
and I'm
allowed
just
to
a
look at
college
stuff?
girl
Yeah.
trying to make my way through college. Come on.
I don't think they should do that. You know, like you should put your clothes back on, you'll get an education and actually fall in love with somebody.
Or
But
go
you know,
OnlyFans.
right. That saying, like, I can't blame the women. Have you looked at us men lately?
No, we're pigs. I don't.
right, so.
I don't understand gay dudes because there's not a guy out there I find hot. I think guys are just repulsive. So I'll never understand it.
What am I, chopped liver?
I'm sorry, guys, but we're gross. We are gross. What do we like to do for fun? Fart and make our friends smell it. That's gross.
When you come up with a better way to spend a Wednesday afternoon.
Honestly, I'm gonna look into getting a probiotic soda company as a sponsor for you.
I mean, that's men. Men are gross. Who makes mud pies with their kids? Men.
Digs hole.
Yeah.
We go to war
Right. Who
for
likes
no good reason, right?
Yeah, it's men.
It is. Yeah, you're right. Dudes are gross.
These are gross.
No,
man.
there's a story when I was a toddler that apparently I'd gotten my diaper off and just it went everywhere in the room. Everywhere. My dad said he walked in and was like, what is this?
Let me tell you a little story.
And
Joey.
you know, it's like, yeah, guys are gross.
When I grew up, there's 5 girls in the house, and I've got the back porch that was converted to our bedroom.
Okay.
No heater, no air, but also had washer and dryer in it. So it was a laundry facility.
All right.
Well, sometimes Eddie would have accidents as a child. And I would get the
You
washer.
mean in your pants?
Yeah, I'd get the washer and dryer confused. And so I would think I was putting those dirty pants in the washer, and I'd be putting them in the dryer. So you're just adding heat.
Wait, so you got poopy pants?
Yeah.
And how old are you?
Let's just say 4, but probably a little older.
Probably older than 4. Yeah.
Enough to reach the top.
Yeah.
Enough to hit the timer.
Wait, and it was a top loader, so it wasn't a front loader like dryer?
Well, I should have known the difference, but
Yeah,
I did this multiple
didn't.
times. I did not.
So all you did was just heat up your poopy pants?
Pretty much, yeah. And every other bit of clothes that was in there made them a little poopy too.
Yeah, apparently it got all over my teddy bear.
Oh, yes.
And Teddy wasn't the same after.
I bet.
So that was a brown bear?
Yeah,
It'll
it
be a
was.
bear, be a grizzly.
Yeah. Anyway, got to hit this break. This part of the program, though, folks, brought to you by Bo Goodson and the Goodson Group. And they're at the Goodson Group. Bo and his team are ready to help you out if you're looking to buy or sell a place here in the River Region real estate market. And not only can they help you with buying or selling a home here in the River Region real estate market, they have management services available should you want to rent out your home. And it's a very good idea here in the Montgomery and surrounding areas. A lot of rentals do quite well, especially when the Goodson Group is managing it for folks. And then the crown jewel there is the Bo Goodson Real Estate School, one of the most highly acclaimed and accredited real estate programs in the state of Alabama. A very interactive course. Bo's 50 plus years of experience coming to bear there. And it's a great way to study up to be a licensed agent or a more knowledgeable private player here in the River Region real estate market and beyond. So y'all check them out today. You can always go to thegoodsongroup.com or give them a call at 551-0225. That's 551-0225. Bo Goodson, the Goodson Group. Great sponsor here of the program.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, But whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson with the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. So far this year, over 2,600 homes have sold and closed in the River region. 55% of these homes sold in 60 days or less, and sellers are receiving close to 98% of listed price. Over the last year, average prices in the River region have increased over 10% from last year. We do have more inventory now to show buyers before they purchase. There are homes in all price ranges available for buyers interested in moving. As a seller, it's a great time to sell through a realtor and gain access to many buyers, not just one or two. If you are a buyer, having more homes to pick from give you better choices before you buy. Our market is now more balanced between a buyer and seller market than we've seen since 2019. Get the facts, see the inventory, get a great local lender to help you, and an agent that's going to look after your interests. For all the facts, call Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group, 221-2883 or 551-0225.
Don't miss the Capco Warehouse Sale for 2 days only, this Thursday and Friday from 8 till 5. Visit our sale location on the Wetumpka Highway for incredible savings on home decor, floral arrangements, seasonal items, including Christmas trees, wreaths, ornaments, and much, much more. After you shop the warehouse sale, be sure to stop by the Capco Outlet store for even more savings. Huge savings at 2 locations, 2 days only. Capco Outlet and the Capco Warehouse Sale this Thursday and Friday from 8 till 5.
After 20 years of playing football, I walked away from the game, but I couldn't walk away from the pain.
You're listening to Doug Williams, legendary pro quarterback.
Foot pain, back pain, knee pain. I tried just about everything. Nothing worked. I was losing hope. If you're dealing with that, I get it. I was right there too. Then I walked into the Good Feet store. They took the time, they really listened to my situation, and they fit me with arch support perfect for my feet and lifestyle. That was the game changer for me. The pain eased. I got back to moving, living, back to being me.
For over 30 years, the Good Feet store has been improving the quality of people's lives 2 feet at a time.
Folks, if pain is holding you back, don't give up. Don't lose hope. I wouldn't let pain bench me. Don't let it bench you. Just go see my friends at the Good Feet store.
The Good Feet store is in Montgomery, across from the shops at East Chase.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. At PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
Join WAKA for our Tickle Pink Out Party benefiting the Cancer Wellness Foundation Saturday, October 4th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Riverwalk Stadium. There'll be something for everyone. Health information, shopping, a children's area, and giveaways all day long. We'll also reveal our Survivor Makeover winner. Get your tickets at WAKA.com. Sponsored by the Montgomery Cancer Center, the Montgomery Probate Office, Archwell Health, and Sons Kia of Montgomery.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368. an equal housing lender.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by McPhillips Shinbaum.
My name is Aaron Luck, a partner with the law firm of McPhillips Shinbaum. If you or someone in your family has been seriously injured by the negligence of someone else, call me directly.
262-1911. Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Radar will be very active today with this important frontal system swinging across the state. Our weather app will keep you on top of the action. A few of the storms could be on the strong side, so scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely today, and a few scattered showers and storms left over tonight, and I think also during the day on Friday. Today's high mid-80s, low tonight around 70, only in the low 80s for a high on Friday. Then look for some nicer air with low temperatures in the low to mid 60s by Friday night. That's a nice change. Lower humidity this weekend with plenty of sun, highs in the 80s, lows at night in the low 60s. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
News and talk without the static. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Seriously, if I do make music, it comes out as stuff like this these days. I just want to dance.
You got to make a music video.
Yeah, we do.
All right. All right, we're good with that. I love making videos. Don't be able to put a pool around, though. Hannah will throw you in.
Yeah, you got thrown in the pool yesterday?
Yeah.
You know, she's been working out. You better be careful. She probably beat you in a fight.
This is what I've discovered. Okay, we'll have a plan where I'm the director.
Yeah, right.
Okay?
Yeah, okay.
By the end of the day, I'm no longer the director. I'm the idiot getting pushed in the pool.
Yeah.
And this is 2 or 3 times now. And the video comes out good. However, that's not the way. I kind of feel like I'm getting suckered.
She's managing her talent.
Very well. Yes. Yes, she is.
I was tempted to comment on the post just with, damn, boy, you're wet.
Yeah. Well, she pointed out a spider at the bottom of the pool. And, you know, I don't like spiders, but I'll look because he's at the bottom of the pool. And next thing I know, I'm at the bottom of the pool. And then she says, you didn't even get him. Well, I didn't plan. I wasn't rescuing him. That wasn't the plan.
You're already in there.
Right. Yeah. So that's why I couldn't make it yesterday. I was soaking wet and I was worried I was going to get electrocuted if I came in here. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Horrible excuse.
Well,
anyway,
I got nothing.
We have this other story here. Texas landlord who founded an all-women tiny home village gives her best advice to invest in community. And I have to say, she looks like she's been living.
Oh yeah,
handsome woman.
Oh boy,
hung up wet.
She's been living. Like seriously, you might think that's your uncle, and this is a classic thing. Like just look at her right there.
Oh, dude.
You know, but we've met those women around here, and honestly, they're awesome, not awful. Like
I know those ladies. I know several.
They're usually great.
Yes,
but you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
They've done some living.
They have
hard living.
That lady right there can rope a calf.
Right, and so, but she can rope more than that. An all woman tiny. Sorry, I had to turn off the mics to tell old Jack Campbell joke. Anyway, an all women tiny home village in Texas is making headlines not just for its tight-knit sense of community, but for its unorthodox approach to housing. Born from a landlord's ingenuity in creating an affordable, safe, and empowering space for all who live there. Who wrote this up? Oh, yeah, this is Realtor.com. Realtor. One of the Autobots. Its
Definitely.
fearless leader, Robin Urian.
That was a
70. Yeah, Robin with a Y.
Yeah.
Not an I. Founded what's been dubbed the bird's nest in 2022.
Cuckoo birds.
She was no stranger to tiny home living before launching the village, having resided in a 57,000 2-bedroom tiny home for the previous 5 years. 2-bedroom, that's kind of cheating in a tiny home.
Yeah. Not a tiny home anymore.
When she began to search for ways to create a passive income to supplement her retirement, she eventually decided to create her own tiny home community using funds from her 401k to buy a plot of land in Texas.
All right.
So she said, I had the starting point as Dallas and just started to expand from there, looking for unincorporated land that I could afford. She ended up purchasing 5 acres in Comey, Texas, 65 miles south or outside of Dallas for $35,000. But that was just the start. I spent $150,000 to develop the property. Dadgum, she had a nice 401k built up. That includes septic, electric, and water, evacuating the land and paving the road. She also had the property zoned as an RV park. Nice. Getting zoning was the hardest part since most counties do not want RV parks, she said.
Sure don't.
But I'm looking at this. It's kind of a fun little
I think
aerial drone shot.
One down 331. I want to think there's one on the left as you go down 331.
Yeah, she then installed 14 10 by 30 foot concrete pads, which she rents out for $450 a month.
Good mailbox money, brother.
That ain't bad. So at the moment, 11 women live at the Bird's Nest, and they currently have one opening. I've got about 500 people want my last spot. The interview process is rigorous.
Oh, I bet.
In order to be considered here, you must meet me and the rest of the residents in person. Many of my tenants flew in for the process. Residents want to make sure each new tenant is a good fit since the women who live at the Bird's Nest truly take care of each other. We drive each other to doctor's appointments if needed. We look in on each other if someone has the flu or surgery. We are each other's therapists and sounding board. Well, that's what
good.
that's just
Yeah.
it's
a good community.
Being a good neighbor.
Yeah.
The women often cook and eat meals together in the community outdoor kitchen. If a tiny home needs improvement or repairs, they are always eager helpers nearby. Actually,
not a bad idea, Joey.
This doesn't sound, especially for retirement.
Right.
Like,
and honestly, most people, widows or widowers or not, you end up with this big house that you don't need in the end.
Yeah. I didn't start out wanting to empower women. It evolved. I didn't quite realize how many women are struggling in retirement. So now I am always thinking of ways I can encourage women.
Not just women, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure people are waiting for some stupid misogynistic joke on my part, but actually I think this is great.
I think it's a really good idea. Again, the Golden Girls reminded me of, okay, when you do get older and you're just by yourself, especially you don't have any family, what do you do? And unfortunately, in my line of work, I run into a lot of people like that. And a lot of them are downsizing to apartments because they're like, my house is too big. This is too big for me, but I don't want to go to an apartment, but I don't have really any other option.
So, yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, sometimes you go into a story thinking, well, I might get something fun out of this, but no, this is just wholesome.
I have questions, but they're for off air.
Off air. Okay. Well, I got to hit another break. First, though, this part of the program brought to you by James Cole and Cole Plumbing.
That's one of my questions.
And they're at Cole Plumbing. They can help you with any and all of your plumbing needs. Could be simple thing like a faucet just keeps dripping or toilet keeps running. Maybe it's something a little more unsettling, like you flush the toilet, something comes up in the shower drain.
Or sometimes you sit on the toilet, you got a wobbly toilet.
Oh, no.
That ain't good.
Sometimes you sit on the toilet and go, my knees. Maybe you need an upgrade to a taller toilet.
Yes.
My hips.
Yep.
They can help you with all that there at Cole Plumbing. And of course, they can help you with a big issue like a massive water leak or gas line leak. And they can do it without having to tear out a bunch of drywall, dig up a huge hole in your yard. They have this proprietary pipelining technology that allows them to fix that issue with minimal discomfort to you and your home. So y'all check them out today. You can always check them out online at coleplumbing.com. But I encourage you to save their number or just call them today if you need them. 279-8919. It's 279-8919. And just remember, folks, when you have trouble with your bowl,
call on Cole, Joey.
We'll be right back.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
This is David Ernest from the Health and Wealth Show. We like to cut up and have fun, maybe poke a little fun at some politicians. But we don't take ourselves too seriously. One thing we do take seriously is your personal finances and your plans for retirement. You can tell by listening, we're a little different. Yeah, we like to have a good time on the radio, but we're dead serious about your financial future and helping you achieve your goals. At Ernest Financial, we're committed to giving you the attention you need. We don't treat you like a number. you're way more important to us. At Earnest Financial, it's about helping you today and preparing you for tomorrow. People call us who are on the verge of retirement, and they know they need a plan for the future. No matter where you are in life, Earnest Financial will help guide your every step towards retirement. Give us a call and let us show you what our individual customer attention can do for your future.
Concerned about your retirement? Call David Ernest toll-free at 833-596-7233. That's 833-596-SAFE.
Alpha Mutual Insurance Company seeks a software engineer for employment in Montgomery, Alabama. Remote work permitted in states where company operates. To design and develop software applications and related components. Position requires demonstrated knowledge of, experience with JavaScript, jQuery, HTML, C#, ASP, AngularJS, JSON, and SQL Server. Annual salary of $83,387.20. See offered benefits and apply at bit.ly/48 lowercase t 7 uppercase d lowercase c 0.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
The River Region's first and only news talk station on FM. Live, local talk. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Let's go right to the phones and talk to James Gowdy with Sons Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. James, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, life is all right. Life is good. What do you got going on over there today at Sons?
Man, we've got some great deals going on, brother. We've got 5 working days left, so the deals are. This is the best time of the month if you're in the market for a newer pre-owned vehicle. But let me go over some of the things we've got going on. 0% deal going on our 2025 Ram 1500s. We've got 3 left, so come on in and check those out. You can lease a Grand Cherokee as low as $359 a month. We've got new Jeep Compasses as low as $22,995. And we partnered with one of our local credit unions here. We're offering no payments until December.
Folks, you got to get by there. And again, as James said, only 5 days left with so many of these deals. So folks can just stop by the Eastern Bypass, or is there a way to check y'all out online?
Yeah, come on by the Eastern Boulevard, or we update our prices daily on our website at Sons, SONS, CDJR.com. We're open until 7 o'clock each night this week, and on Saturday, 8:30 to 6.
Well, I appreciate it, James. And folks, y'all get by there and be sure to say, hey, I heard James on that radio show with that Joey Clark fella.
Thanks, Joey.
Thanks, James. Always great to have new sponsors and some good deals, too.
Oh, definitely.
Especially if you're in a bind for a car, like my brother has a recent move. Mm-hmm. Like when you have to buy a new vehicle, it's like, man, it's good to find that deal so you're not stuck like in an even worse situation.
Like I said, they update their stuff daily, so you can go on there and check it out daily.
So in a second, I guess we'll get to some of Trump and especially his shift and turn against Russia. Are we now, after all this domestic mayhem, heading into the shadows of World War III?
Nah, I think he just poking a little bit.
I mean, well, one of these days it might be true.
It might be.
One of these days. And I'll just dance my life away if that occurs. Let's go to Chicken Man. Hey, Chicken Man, how you doing?
Pretty good. I'm looking at the rubber chicken, and his head is about to explode.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think with him. I'm trying to understand the political minds, which that's a hard thing to do. But for many years, we've heard, the comments, enough is enough, and one death is one too many.
Yeah.
Is all that just political talk, or are they going to come up with solutions to solve these problems?
That's a rhetorical question, right?
Right.
Right. But, Chicago's prime example, for me, to bring up the question, are the Chicago politicians dragging their feet on purpose, or are they just waiting for the total chaos to come out?
Maybe both. I mean, there's a lot of different characters playing this game.
I think if they do the total chaos, they're going to want to bail out.
I think a lot of your elected officials are a bit cowardly, not necessarily in the worst way. They're more people-pleasing types, so they just say what they need to say, and that's about the long and short of their skill. Some are quite good at it. But then, no, they're true operators. And I'd imagine there are a few folks in some of these places that know exactly what they're doing. It's why I was saying the Trump administration, if say, they're going to do this thing in Memphis, I think that's a good idea. Welcome in by a red state governor. I would advise against putting the National Guard all over the place all at once. I think that you're setting up a political stage for mayhem to break down, and maybe not the best look.
Well, I watched, a video of you, Joey, you with talking with the mayor, and, that was some, very good, comments, from him and especially from you. I mean, putting his feet to the fire.
Oh yeah. This from a few months back. Yeah, no, it was a good discussion. But honestly, I haven't heard from his office about coming back on. He's welcome. We will argue about stuff, but he is welcome since he's the mayor.
Well, it's like, the points were brought up, he's danced around, wanting to disclose how many police officers, are actually on the force. He won't, let that out.
Right. Well, we're definitely not hitting what we're budgeting. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call.
Thanks, Chicken Man.
Yeah, we're definitely not getting close to what we have budgeted for police officers in our city.
Joey, you wouldn't even have to go back to the, the reserves. You wouldn't have to have them all over the city. And I don't know where ours is technically located, but using Baton Rouge as an example, they had what they call the murder triangle, where I think it was like 70% of all their homicides occur within one area, 3.5 block radius.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. No, and there's going to be like in every major city, there's bad, rough parts of town. But when it really does get out of hand, where like I remember maybe they fixed it, I don't know. You remember the stories coming back like no-go zones in Selma?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've
they just don't want to go into that area. Like it's a shooting range over there. Right. They're still there. And I'd imagine in like smaller cities like that, there's
Montgomery too.
Right. There's places like that all over all over this country.
But that's all right. Is that kind of the Amsterdam model from The Wire? Like y'all keep your drugs and crime over here, and we'll let you have this.
It partly might be that. It could be straight up corruption, where people in charge are literally on the take. It could be it's too tough a problem to solve, so we'll just kind of contain it like you laid out. It could be out of a false sense of we want more compassionate policing and restorative justice, so we're not going to crack down as hard. There's all sorts of reasons folks might do this, but
my money's on somebody's getting paid.
Yeah, there's that as
A
well.
and B.
So we'll see. We'll see. But it is a perilous time. But as I said yesterday, aren't we always in perilous times? When have we not been in perilous times? The 90s?
80s were good.
The 80s were good?
80s were good.
Yeah.
I mean, we might have been in perilous times, but there was cocaine and hookers, and it was all
after
good.
the wall came down. I mean, like from 90 to what, 95, 96?
You mean the anti-fascist protection rampart?
Yeah, if you want to call it that.
That's what the commies called it. Called the Berlin Wall. Just I love little facts like that. If somebody hadn't heard that, they go, "Oh, really?" They called it the Berlin Wall, the anti-fascist protection rampart. Huh.
Why does it shouldn't surprise anyone because what are most of our bills called? Exactly what they're not going to do.
Got to hit the stop the hour break. But first, this entire hour brought to you by Alabama Home Mortgage. You know a thing or two about those.
I do,
folks
man.
over
Those
there.
are some great folks over there, Joey. In fact, let's see. I think it was 2 weeks ago, had brand new first-time homeowners close on their home. And now we've got another one this afternoon that'll be calling Madeline up for more homeowner advice. Brand new, fresh out of college, getting a job here in Montgomery. And they're like, Eddie, I want to buy a house. I don't want to rent. So I asked her, why don't you want to rent? She said, because I'm sick of hearing you tell me that interest on rent payments is 1,000%.
Nice.
So she'll be calling Madeline up. We're going to be starting that home process. And there couldn't be a better people in town to do it because with her, she's probably going to do a conventional loan. But let's say you were thinking about FHA, a government sponsored loan, or even the best loan to me that's out there, VA.
The VA, yes. And so don't wait for Eddie to shame you into buying a place by just showing you you're losing money. Get on it. Especially if you've just been thinking about it. It doesn't hurt to at least call them, start the conversation. See what you get pre-approved.
Right.
That's the first step. So y'all check them out, whether you're looking to be a first-time home buyer, or maybe it's not your first time, but you're looking to buy a place, or you're looking to refinance. At least start the conversation at 567-4223. That's 567-4223. Or you can always apply online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. There is a difference in mortgage companies. Like Kim and Madeline proved that to you today. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. A Paris court has sentenced former French President Nicolas Sarkozy to 5 years in prison for criminal conspiracy. The court found him guilty of attempting to finance his 2007 campaign with funds from Libya. Sarkozy, who is 70, will be incarcerated even if he appeals. He announced the ruling as a scandalous injustice and plans to appeal. Iran has likely carried out an undeclared missile test at its Imam Khomeini spaceport. The test and the claim raised concern that Iran may be trying to expand the reach of its missiles as tensions remain high ahead of United Nations sanctions. Those sanctions are likely to be reimposed this weekend over Tehran's nuclear program. On Wall Street, stocks are down. They're losing 204 points. The Dow is. This is SRN News.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind: to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my two sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-226-5454. That's 800-226-5454. 800-226-5454.
Rich Thomas weather brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Truckers, if you are looking for green grass, contact Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. In business since 1959 and still growing. Call today, 855-777-9785.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Radar will be very active today with this important frontal system swinging across the state. Our weather app will keep you on top of the action. A few of the storms could be on the strong side, so scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely today, and a few scattered showers and storms left over tonight, and I think also during the day on Friday. Today's high mid-80s, low tonight around 70, only in the low 80s for a high on Friday. Then look for some nicer air with low temperatures in the low to mid-60s by Friday night. That's a nice change. Lower humidity this weekend with plenty of sun, highs in the 80s, lows at night in the low 60s. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Ready to borrow smarter this season? Apply online in minutes at yourasecu.com. Call 334-270-9011 or visit your local branch today.
ASD Credit Union. Your life, your goals, your ASD.
Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
1819 News.
A case against the Alabama Power Company is now being considered by the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals. The Mobile Bay Keepers is the group that filed the lawsuit against Alabama Power Company regarding their coal ash at the closed plant Berry, as well as its synthetic cover. The Mobile Bay Keepers say that the coal ash lagoon is leaking arsenic and toxic metals into surrounding waters and is in violation of federal plant closure standards. The case was dismissed by a lower court, but the Mobile Bay Keepers decided to take the lawsuit further through the judicial system. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Are you enjoying 1819 News? If so, consider joining 1819 News as a member. As a nonprofit news organization, we depend on the support of Alabamians like you. Memberships start out as little as $5 a month, and you'll get access to exclusive content only offered to our members. You'll be supporting independent journalism done by people who cherish Alabama values. Become a member today by visiting 1819news.com and clicking Become a Member. That's 1819news.com and click Become a Member today.
A Summerdale man has been charged with sex crimes after an investigation by Baldwin County authorities was launched this past May. 40-year-old Brandon Fry is accused of having inappropriate sexual contact with a minor. Fry is also accused of using the pictures of that victim to create AI-generated child pornography. Alabama state law makes it a crime to use AI in this manner. A judge has set bail for Fry at over $500,000. A man from Hoover has entered a guilty plea to a murder-for-hire scheme. 64-year-old Mohammed admitted to meeting with an undercover cop who he thought was a hitman. Mohammed was seeking to order a hit on his wife and 6 adult children. District Judge Madeline Heikala has yet to issue a prison sentence against Mohammed. He faces up to 70 years in prison for the 7 counts of murder for hire. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
Hi, I'm Jane Ray, account executive with Blue Water Broadcasting. Why should you advertise with us? Radio is an active medium. It can create immediacy, driving shoppers to a specific store, brand, or to take a specific action. Radio ads engage with the audience in a personal and unique way. Contact me, Jane Ray, by going to bluewaterbroadcasting.com to find out more. Blue Water Broadcasting, local folks helping local business.
Want that ride that is fun, affordable, and street legal? Check out ETG Outdoors in Montgomery. They have huge discounts on electric golf carts with many brand new units under 10 grand. New and used inventory, financing available, and they service what they sell. ETG Outdoors even provides lithium battery conversions and free delivery with purchase. Whether it's for the neighborhood, the farm, or just fun. ETG Outdoors, 7006 Vaughn Road, or online at etgoutdoors.com. Cruise smarter, drive electric. ETG Outdoors, your ride to freedom starts here.
Looking for insurance, or maybe you're just not satisfied with your current carrier? How does quality coverage with local service and competitive rates sound to you? The folks at Stark Agency offer just that. Whether you need insurance for your business, car, home, or life, Stark Agency can help. As an independent insurance agency with over 20 of the top insurance carriers, Stark is sure to find the perfect match for you and your loved ones. Visit their site at starkagency.com or give them a call at 334-263-5535 for a quote today. The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's news and views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. Eddie Bader here in the studio with me.
Good to be here, buddy.
Good to have you in here.
Thank you.
Now, it does look like Trump has completely changed his mind when it comes to
Elon.
No, not Elon, though. It does seem like they're making nice,
Seems
which
like
I like.
Me too.
I like that a lot. In particular, a new deal with XAI in the Trump administration.
Okay.
Using a lot of Grok super heavy stuff for government work. Fascinating. But Trump, has definitely changed his tune on Russia.
Yeah, I think he thought he'd get a little bit more cooperation.
Yeah, I thought he thought that too. But looks like, and I see this with also, he's saying, I'm trying to get a ceasefire deal and all the hostages out in Gaza. My read on this is trying to not inject my own, values, is if you just look at this cold, the strong horses in both wars don't want to stop running.
Right.
Because we're stronger.
Right.
Why should we stop? And y'all don't want to act like we're the stronger ones, so we're going to keep going. And it looks like Trump's new statement on Russia is saying, well, we're kind of back to
square one, right?
Yeah. We're back to sending more weapons to NATO. We're talking secondary sanctions and trying to get people to stop buying Russian oil. And unfortunately,
I don't think that's going to happen.
We're back to where a lot of people didn't vote for this.
So what do we do? We lay on more sanctions?
Yeah, I think that's coming. Several sanctions in that regard. I'm trying to find the Trump full statement here. I've got it.
You remember a while back when the sanctions, and when this all first started, and I want to say it was probably under Biden or the first Trump, when McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and places like that pulled out of the Soviet Union, And I watched the video like 3 days later, and those plants and places did close down, but just for like 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Then they were opened up the next day, and McDonald's was called something else and had the same menu. I mean, it's called different things, but exact same stuff. And a lot of the stores and Coca-Cola, same thing. So when you put these sanctions on, I would like to think we're doing something, but it kind of sounds like they just laugh in our face. They just change the name of the brand and keep going.
Well, and I've got the Trump statement now. See, Trump seems to think they're doing a lot worse. So,
okay.
Yeah, there have been folks in particular in Israel and Gaza and Israel, Palestine, that issue, who I know I've annoyed on both sides of that issue for not taking a strong stand on it.
Come on, Joey.
But honestly, on that one in particular, but also on Ukraine, Russia, like, why should I believe a word anybody's saying?
Thank you.
Seems like all y'all are lying because you're in the middle of a war. If I was in the middle of a war, if I was a belligerent, I'd be lying too. I get it.
Fair, right?
All right. But don't tell me that I have to imbibe all your lies and spout it back out of my mouth as though it's gospel, because it ain't. I don't know what to believe from you.
I've never seen it more in my lifetime, whether you are for Israel or against Israel. Even if you have thoughts you have questions about Israel, you're not allowed to ask. You must be anti-Israel. Well, no, but I've got some questions.
So here's Trump's turnabout. I'll just read it in normal voice. Unless he does a very Trumpian thing, then I'll have to read it in Trump voice. But after getting to know and fully understand the Ukraine-Russia military and economic situation, and after seeing the economic trouble it is causing Russia, I think Ukraine, says President Trump, with the support of the European Union, is in a position to fight and win all of Ukraine back in its original form. Okay, with time, patience, and the financial support of Europe and in particular NATO, the original borders from where this war started is very much an option. Why not? Russia has been fighting aimlessly for 3.5 years, a war that should have taken a real military power less than a week to win. This is not distinguishing Russia, Trump goes on to say. In fact, it is very much making them look like a paper tiger. When the people living in Moscow and all of the great cities, towns, and districts all throughout Russia find out what is really going on with this war, the fact that it's almost impossible for them to get gasoline through the long lines that have been formed, and all of the other things that are taking place in their war economy, where most of their money is being spent on fighting Ukraine, which has great spirit and only getting better, Ukraine would be able to take back their country in its original form, and who knows, maybe even go further than that. Putin and Russia are in big economic trouble, says Trump, and this is the time for Ukraine to act. Okay, here comes the classic Trump. You heard all that?
Yep.
In any event, I wish both countries well. We will continue to supply weapons to NATO for NATO to do what they want with them. Good luck to all. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America. That one last, second to last sentence. In any event, I wish both countries well. Good
Quite
God.
the statesman.
So I'm reading into this. Some of it, I think, is clearly we're now, after buttering Russia up, he is going to go into the...
You got to be the heavy.
A real military power would have got this done in a
got to turn the heavy hand. I know it's negotiating, and I know a lot of people...
I don't like it. Man.
They don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either, but in the world of negotiations and something I have to do on the regular...
Well, the same dynamic exists.
It does. You're trying to get to the end goal. You got a common end goal. However, sometimes you can lead that horse to water and he ain't going to drink. So you've kind of got to be a little bit more forceful.
And then Trump had the president of Turkey in the
Erdogan was here, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. And didn't he say something kind of crappy the day before yesterday?
No, I didn't see that. What
I think he said something. I don't know if it was negative Trump or negative America, but it was something I was hoping Trump would kind of call him out on.
Well, at one point, Trump, with Erdogan sitting right next to him, goes, he's an opinionated guy. And, I don't usually like opinionated people, but I like him. He's a strong leader.
You have to show respect.
Mm-hmm. This is Trump being asked about Turkey in particular. What does he want Turkey to do in this geopolitical game?
By oil and gas from Russia. If he did that, that would be probably the best thing. He knows Putin like I know Putin.
So the best thing he could do.
The best thing he could do is not buy oil and gas from Russia.
Mm-hmm.
If he did that, that would be probably the best thing. He knows Putin like I know Putin. I thought Putin, I settled, as you know, 7 wars, and it's probably more than that if you really want to know the real facts, but 7 wars, and I thought this would be among the easier ones to settle. But I'm very disappointed in Putin. And he's been fighting hard, he's been fighting long, and they lost millions, they lost like 1 million soldiers. And you know, with all of the heavy bombardment over the last 2 weeks, they've gained almost no land. Think of that. They've gained almost no land. And I'm not going to ever call anybody a paper tiger, but Russia spent millions and millions of dollars in bombs, missiles.
But didn't I just read him calling them? Well, he put it in quotes. Some are saying I didn't call them.
Not me, Joey.
I'm saying other people are all
just
saying.
repeating it.
I'm the best at this. That's what other people are saying. I'm not saying that. Other people are saying I'm a very stable genius.
I like
right?
how he negotiates with the dude sitting right there next to him, like he's not there. Says, hey, you know, he doesn't probably need to buy any gas and oil from Russia.
Be nice. Oh, and by the way, in the middle of all this, like potential like turn in the war here.
Yeah.
Not in a great direction, in my humble opinion. But again, with foreign policy, especially with Trump at the helm, just wait and see what happens.
Right.
He after that 12-day war thing, you're like, we don't know what the F anybody's doing.
Right.
That's I think the key line. How about that?
That's
Most of us, some of you have inside knowledge. Most of us are spectators, especially in the geopolitical game. But here's Trump. Another domestic issue is the government might shut down soon.
Who cares? Right. Yeah. That's like, I hate saying this, but it's kind of like, you remember when you were a kid, the tornado warnings were all going off.
Yeah.
And eventually went, you know what?
Right.
That's you got to come up with something else. It's just doesn't do nothing for me. To me.
Well, and how many times have we seen this?
My whole life.
This
every
little game.
couple years, if not sooner.
Right.
I remember my mother used to work for the government. And psychology wise, it affected me. I was like, Mom, they're laying my mom off. They weren't. They were giving her a 2-week vacation. And then when she come back, she got paid.
Come on. Well, there might be something to this shutdown, if it actually goes there. But we'll get to that in a second. Here's Trump being asked about a potential shutdown and Democrats' demands in Congress.
Well, this is all caused by the Democrats. They asked us to do something that's totally unreasonable. They never change. They want to give money away to illegally, people that entered our country illegally. They want to give them massive federal money. And we don't want to do that because it means everyone's going to just keep pouring back. Right now, we have absolutely perfect borders like you haven't seen in many years, even better than I had great borders during my 4 years, but these borders are stone cold closed. You can only come into our country legally now, but the Democrats want to give it all away. They want to open up the borders. Take a look at that. It's a big thing. They want to open borders again after what we're going through now, getting rid of prisoners, getting rid of all of these people dropped out from mental institutions, drug dealers, drug addicts, everything. They're putting everybody into our country. It's all ended now. But this is what Schumer wants. This is what the Democrats want. They want to have, and they want to take our money. We're doing well because of tariffs. We're doing unbelievable. We're making more money than we ever
have. More money than we ever have. So I don't think Trump's budging.
No, I don't think so either.
And a behind the scenes, it's not great audio, so I won't play it. But a Congressional Black Caucus conference, the leader of the Democrats in the Congress, Hakeem Jeffries. Yeah, he suggests Republicans are pushing white supremacy. And then he said, every time we have progress, there's pushback. Every time we progress, there's always pushback. And then, we progress, and then we had to deal with Jim Crow. We had to deal with the KKK. We had to deal with the lynchings. Like, what? 60 years ago?
Thank you, Joey. Thank you.
What are you talking about, man?
Trying to bring the old gang back to town.
Like, I don't want that.
I don't know very many people. In fact, I don't know anybody that does, Joey.
But it's just like, I don't know. I guess it gets people riled up, the base.
It does. That's right. Us all getting along doesn't pay a lot of people's bills. Us always having differences.
Yeah.
A lot of people like that.
And then you get a lot of folks saying, can you imagine all this geopolitical stuff going on, all this stuff going on in the world, and Hillary Clinton was president? Imagine if Hillary Clinton had won in 2016.
We would have a It'd be a different world. There's no doubt. We wouldn't, I can't say that we'd be talking about anything we're talking about now. I kind of feel like we might be talking a different language.
So here's Hillary. She said we need to stop demonizing people and turn the temperature down after the Charlie Kirk assassination.
And she kind of agreed with Trumpy too, didn't she, on something, I believe?
Well, and then she said this right after she said we need to turn the temperature down.
And I'm proud of the fact that we have always been a work in progress. You know, we haven't gotten to the more perfect union, and we fought a civil war over part of it. And people have been protesting, you know, for hundreds of years that, you know, things were not as they should be given our ideals and how we should be moving toward them.
Yeah.
So I think that's what makes us so special as a country. And the idea that you could turn the clock back and try to recreate a world that never was, dominated by, you know, let's say it, white men of a certain persuasion, a certain religion, a certain point of view, a certain ideology, is just doing such damage to.
Yeah, it's like Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance. Our country is founded by mackerel snapping papists. What are you talking about, you witch?
Is that Monica's dress?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean,
it's a little more purple than blue.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Losing my color.
You know, she's wearing the color of royalty.
I cannot.
That's
I
just
just
amazing.
can't stand her.
It's amazing.
I can't believe that we still tolerate.
And by the way, she will yell about the, you know, this time that never existed and all this stuff, but she'll appeal to the ideals. Who wrote the ideals and why? Who wrote those ideals? Who fought and died for those ideals? Why?
Well, Joey, that doesn't matter anymore, apparently. Matters is the now.
And honestly, I think that's just more the same. More of the same. And it's why, no, it's partly why she lost.
No doubt. But again, I'm just so sick of white women lecturing me.
Yep.
As if I did or can control any of the things that they complain about. They're just generally miserable people. And they want you to be as miserable as they are.
You know who's the most miserable, though?
Who that?
Somebody who, after the 24 election, has lost their light.
Oh, that's sad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I saw it. I've seen it on the Republican side when Barack Obama won re-election. We had this guy calling in the shows.
I remember that.
All through the 2012 cycle. And he was gung-ho, and Obama wins re-election. He calls up. He has not called ever again. He said, they just don't pump sunshine back where I live anymore. And he hung up. So anytime politics makes you lose your light, but the only way you can really get your light back is a pep talk from Mamala.
No, that just kind of makes me a little upset at the stomach.
No, it makes me think, man, these folks really are in a miserable place. Because if you need a pep talk from Mamala, from Kamala Harris.
Remember Craig nailed her as the drunk? I can't unsee that now. That's it. The wine drunk.
Oh, have you seen the Michael Malice clip from Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Nailed it perfectly.
That's what I mean.
3 stages of drunk. Yeah.
I cannot unsee it now.
Oh, there's a lot to that. But here is Kamala, I guess, giving some folks a pep talk.
Oh.
Well, maybe they lost their light. Maybe they're about to lose their light. She's just worried about, you know, those folks. Let's listen in together.
And that light,
The
my
light.
sisters, is still inside of us.
I'm sorry. I stepped on the my sisters
You did.
part. So let's hear it again.
And that light, my sisters,
Mhm.
is still inside of us.
Mhm.
We cannot let an election or an individual ever rob us of the light that we carry
Mm.
inside of us. We cannot let anyone dim our light. And let us continue like we did those 107 days, and we will always do. See the light in each other
Mm.
and let that guide us through the kinds of moments of darkness that we're experiencing right now.
I've had those conversations at the bar with drunks before. And that's exactly what she sounds like.
Don't lose the light system.
They will steal it from you. Don't let them.
No, you should. You should have the light inside you, but you also have a lot of darkness inside you. As I was saying yesterday, you are more and much less. You are much more and you are much less. You are much better and you are much worse than what you think of yourself.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You have so much more potential in either direction.
Yep.
I don't care how you vote. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. I don't care your
that's
race.
true.
And if you are looking for light from other people and from politics or from a career or from money or from sex or from drugs, or I've got this new stone that I rub and I meditate on the world and being. I see my thoughts cross, in front of my brain, and I start to, then I think you're probably doing it wrong.
Yep.
The light inside you doesn't come from this world necessarily.
Right.
And again, you're much more than your politics. You're much more than all these cheap, shallow identity appeals that we have these days. And you're much worse. That's the thing. It's like people often say a thing like, as a black woman. And it's like, okay, like I can see that. Are you making some special appeal?
As a realtor. I see.
Right. Like, what are you even talking about here? And, I would hope that there is some like universal ethic here that we're maybe trying to apply.
Yeah.
Maybe. But, it would be all those old white guys who are slave owners who write all these ideals.
Mm-hmm.
That, yes, in their own lifetime knew they weren't living up to, and they didn't like it. I mean, some did what they wanted to do because there's always people like that.
That's just man.
So, yeah, it's just remarkable to see the state of the Democratic Party right now. Now, I mean, it's remarkable to see the state of the country in general. And honestly, I don't love the general direction of everything right now.
Neither do I. But if that's your light,
right?
That's your light.
Run away. It's a witch.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard an old tale, just a folk tale, kind of in the Catholic tradition, where there's one guy up in heaven. He asked St. Peter, you know what? I'm glad I got into heaven. Could I go check out hell for a day? Oh, yeah, sure. Elevator, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Goes down to hell, has a damn good time. Parties up and really enjoys it. And he goes back up and he's like, I wasn't mad. So the next week he goes, can I go back down there at least a day and stuff? Yeah, sure. Goes down, heck of a time. Makes new friends, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then another week goes by. He's like, I want to go back down there. And St. Peter goes, okay, but this is your last time. You sure you want to go? Yeah, sure. It was a great time the last 2 times. Okay. And when he gets down there, it is in the hottest circle of hell, and there's no escape. So a lot of things that'll get you feel like a good time. And often the folks who have the worst intentions for you will offer you a good time.
That's right.
Seriously, if you haven't done a thing for somebody and you don't actually have a loving relationship with somebody, they offer you a bunch of money, run.
No such thing as free lunch.
Run. They are putting you in their pocket.
Yep.
And there's other forms of currency besides just the almighty dollar.
Oh, yes.
Run far away from that stuff. The unearned good time often leads to something even worse. And I keep seeing that all over politics. And I'm not making a point about Democrats or Republicans.
No,
I'm just making a point about politics.
All the way around, Joey.
And so many other aspects of our society.
Mm-hmm.
Many I've taken part in. Like I'm quite a wretch at times. Yes.
We all are, Joey.
Yes. And that's what always is. I'm having this dissonance these past few, especially couple weeks. It's like I see the politics and it's so just nasty. And it's not people talking to people. It's not like Eddie and Joey having this conversation about life and the world and why is there anything at all. It's more like guy whose avatar of Republican point of view against gal whose avatar of Democrat point of view. And it's not like people are communicating whatsoever. And so I see the politics teaches me hate the other side, demonize the other side, win. We win, they lose. Quote Reagan from the Cold War.
Yeah.
And yet this other message that's the very foundation of our society is like, no, forgive even the person who murdered your husband.
Yep. That's hard, man.
It is hard. That's why I appreciated Trump's joke after the fact.
Me too.
Because I think there are a lot of people who do hate their enemies.
It's hard not to.
But how do we go about loving our enemies in a world that is so divided by the pretense of fighting over political power, now you could say love is not sunshine and lollipops.
It's not.
And it's more than just a cold and broken hallelujah. Sometimes love can be real tough.
Sometimes people don't want your love, Joey.
That's true.
They just don't. They want to be your enemy.
It's true. So I don't know. It's where my mind goes. So you can have fun. We can cut up and whatnot. But when I look at that sort of statement, like, what did she say?
And that light, my sisters, is still inside of us.
Yeah.
We cannot let an election or an individual ever rob us of the light that we carry inside of us. We cannot let anyone dim our light. And let us continue like we did those 107 days, and we will always do. See the light in each other.
Well, unless your name's Pete Buttigieg, you're like, your light's a little too gay, Pete, for 107 days.
Not real.
Hey, Josh Shapiro, you're way too Jewish. I know I see the light in you, but it's like
Shapiro, yeah.
Crazy. We got to hit a break. But first, this part of the program brought to you by Pest Pro Services and their Pest Pro Ashley and that great team. They're ready to help you out.
Yes, they are, Joey.
With any and all of your pest control needs, and especially with the changing of the season.
That's right. This weekend, I think the weather, Richie said the weather's going to cool off a little bit. So you know as well as I do, bugs that are loving the outside are going to want to come inside. Those little four-legged pests that love the outside don't want to come inside.
Especially, I'm thinking of spiders.
And I'm thinking of the scorpions. I don't know how many legs they got, but I know they're going to be working their way
Oh, we haven't
inside.
mentioned this in a second. If you got a wood pile,
that's
like
right.
if you're buying a big old pallet of wood, maybe
Now's
you're
the
chopping
time
it
people
yourself.
are doing it, yeah.
You need to make sure to treat that wood.
Yes.
For pests.
No doubt.
But maybe you like the sound of the pop and hiss. It's like, but you need light.
Yes.
You need
Yes, you
light.
do.
And I'm not going to fight it in politics. But yeah, you should get that done.
Oh, 100%.
You don't want to be trekking that into the house every time you build a fire.
No, and if you've got any doubts, this is a great time to call them. They can come out and tell you about, maybe your house isn't sealed up all the way. They can kind of give you some advice on that. Or you've got that crawl space that's always been kind of damp and smelly. They can surely fix that for you. They fixed several customers of mine's a crawl space like that. And they are a good all-around local company.
They really are. Folks, you can always learn more at ppsriverregion.com or just search Pest Pro Services on the Book of Faces or call them direct, 265-9990. That's 265-9990. When you want to know, call a pro. Pest Pro Services. And be sure to tell Ashley and that great team that Joey and Eddie, those fellas on the radio, sent you.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
This is David Ernest from the Health and Wealth Show. We like to cut up and have fun, maybe poke a little fun at some politicians, but we don't take ourselves too seriously. One thing we do take seriously is your personal finances and your plans for retirement. You can tell by listening, we're a little different. Yeah, we like to have a good time on the radio, but we're dead serious about your financial future and helping you achieve your goals. At Ernest Financial, we're committed to giving you the attention you need. We don't treat you like a number. You're way more important to us. At Ernest Financial, it's about helping you today and preparing you for tomorrow. People call us who are on the verge of retirement, and they know they need a plan for the future. No matter where you are in life, Ernest Financial will help guide your every step towards retirement. Give us a call and let us show you what our individual customer attention can do for your future.
Concerned about your retirement? Call David Ernest toll free at 833-596-7233. That's 833-596-SAFE.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Quo lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Quo automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Quo's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Quo. Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/free and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's quo.com/free. QUO.com/free.
You're great at protecting your data, but lots of places could still expose you to identity theft. If that happens, LifeLock gives you the U.S.-based restoration agent who will stick by your side from start to finish. Phone calls, filing documentation, preparing insurance claims. Your agent handles it all. In fact, they're so confident restoration is guaranteed or your money back. It's nice to have an expert like that on your side. Save up to 40% off your first year with promo code Beck at LifeLock.com. That's LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. The front that brought showers and thunderstorms to our state today will be close enough to keep scattered showers and storms in the forecast, at least for tonight and part of the day on Friday as well. Our low tonight down to about 70, but the high tomorrow on Friday only in the lower 80s. Then expect nicer air with lower humidity by Friday night and over the weekend. Low Friday night 64, but over the weekend will be in the 80s for a high temperature with plenty of sunshine. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
CB&S Bank has digital banking solutions to help you keep up. Check balances, pay bills, and much more. Learn more at cbsbank.com. Charges and fees may apply from your cellular service provider. Contact your service provider for information. Member FDIC.
Live local talk. The River Region's most trusted voice for news and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. This man is about to have a birthday this weekend.
56. In fact, you know what I'm going to try to do this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're familiar with wakeboarding. I haven't done it probably 15 years or so. But
okay.
Hannah bought a new boat a couple weeks back, and we've got a couple wakeboards, and we tried to get her up last week and couldn't do it. And me being smart I am, I was like, I can do it.
You can get up?
She can give me a week. And if not, her and Susanna will mock me, if not drag me behind the boat the rest of the day.
So y'all stay tuned next. When is this going to happen?
It's going to Sunday, I think. Saturday or Sunday.
So
yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Next week, we will find whether or not Eddie could get it up on the skis.
Yes, we'll take video. But again,
because you're laying back initially holding the rope with the skis, and you just have to pull yourself up and balance.
Pretty much. But we used to wakeboard when I was younger. We did it every day. We would literally hit the lake at 7 a.m. So I'd like to think I still got it, but
I'm about to say, man,
56, bro.
I'm about to say
56.
And I've seen you stumbling around in your Crocs. Like, I don't know about that.
Exactly.
I don't know about
But if it goes successful, I might take it up a notch. I might pick up snow skiing again this year. We'll go to the mountains.
Okay.
Keep risking it. Will you see 57?
Now, I have something wholesome and something that's just one of the more execrable things about politics.
Okay.
Which one would you like to
Let's go with the wholesome.
Wholesome
Let's
first?
go with the wholesome. Yeah.
Wholesome first.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you just queued up a Charlie Kirk clip.
Oh, man.
This one's more a short argument he was having with a young lady on a college campus. And, well, it's, I think, a great point that conservatives get. I think a lot of libertarians have made this point over the years. But I'll let Charlie Kirk lay it out in the way only he could. Let's listen in.
My tax dollars went to helping people who needed food. That's my argument here.
Well,
I think
it does. Over $1 trillion a year goes to food stamps and SNAP and Medicaid.
Perfect.
So
And I'm glad with
no,
that.
but actually, it doesn't help them nearly as much as you think. Let me tell you why. Because then we subsidize bad eating habits of the poor, so that the working poor is very obese, so they go buy Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Frito-Lays. And
is that true or not?
That's 100% true.
Wait, there are people buying pump cheese with
hoop cheese.
Anyway, I have noticed there are a lot of big old folks out there.
church is not involved, where the church would then say, hey, instead of going to the local grocery store with a bunch of food stamps and SNAP benefits, why don't you come by our church and we'll feed all of you and a much more healthy meal made by our own members, and then you can hear the gospel afterwards. That's the church in practice. What the government does, and I want you to respond, what the government does is it creates distance and it creates separation.
Yep.
And it creates murkiness between the person issuing the help and the person receiving the help. What private charity and philanthropy does, as the church designed it, is it's much more relational. So there's a single mom coming into the church saying, I can't feed my kids, I need help. I would believe that every church in America would not say, sorry, we're closed here. They would say, here's our food bank. Here's how we can help you. We will cook you a meal. We will give you what you want. Where the faceless government, we've seen this in Europe, and I don't mean to go on too long about this. In Europe, the state is huge, the government is huge, and the church is small. The church does not do charity. It does not do food banks. It does very little of that because the government takes care of it. I actually think that's deeply unhealthy. I want a small government and a big church, where Europe has a big government and a small church.
Yep.
I think he's just right on
Right on.
all sorts of levels.
Yeah.
I think in many ways our systems of, like, you know, caring for the sick and the poor are often very alienating, and they pervert the virtue of charity and love. They turn it into a system of control and dependency.
That's exactly what.
As opposed to creating a buy-in opportunity and creating community.
And getting self-worth. A church is not going to tell you, yes, I want you to continue this program. I want you to come to us for everything you need. A church is going to try to help you make it on your own. The government's not going to do that.
And it's unfortunate, and it's something I've been thinking about for a long time, especially when government takes over a sector.
Yeah.
What often is not told in your official history books is how much of the private the private aspect of it, like how much was being done in a private way.
Right.
That those networks go away because, well, the government's doing it. And so to get back the more organic, like, private system, there's probably going to be some growing pains.
There are going to be. But it shouldn't be that should be expected. Just like I saw an article last night, and I know it was a slam on Trump and the DOGE, but it said they're going to start having to hire back some of the people they let off during DOGE. That doesn't surprise me. That was the point.
Yeah.
But
also, I'm annoyed with the Trump administration in that regard too.
Yeah.
With Lutnick, with Besson, also,
Lutnick.
well, we can't cut too much. We can't cut too much.
Yeah, Lutnick.
Yeah. Well, what's wrong with the government taking stake in companies and all this? You sell us cutting government and essentially being like Javier Milei, and then you give us more corporatism. It better work. Now, here's something a little less wholesome than Charlie Kirk expressing like the idea of like organic private networks of charity based in church. This is Gavin Newsom at the Clinton Global Initiative. And this is a perfect example of the a-holes that claim to be the leaders of our society.
Okay.
You're going to make me start spouting Ayn Rand about the moochers and looters. It's a clip from Gavin Newsom. Oh, there's Bill. Hey, Bill. Hey, Eddie, I hear you got a birthday coming up. Want me to come over and bring some ladies?
I'll just hang out with you, Bill.
Can I hang out with your wife?
No, Bill. You and I will not hang out at my house. We'll go elsewhere.
Where we go?
Anywhere that my wife is not.
They're going to be ladies?
I would never trust Bill Clinton around my wife.
Why not?
Because he's Bill Clinton.
Well, I mean, I'm just charming. I'm not going to like sleep with her or anything.
Incredibly charming.
You want a cigar? Anyway, enough of that. Here's Bill Clinton asking Gavin Newsom a thing.
Well, I think the thing that we've dominated in is the electricity architecture, and we've dominated in clean cars. I signed the first executive order in the United States to require alternative fuel vehicles by 2035. That was just taken away by Congress, the supine Congress and the president. But we created the market. There's no Elon Musk. There's no Tesla without California's regulatory framework. Period. Full stop. It wouldn't exist. It was because of the regulations.
So you're telling me Elon Musk looked at the regulations California was putting on and said, you know what? We ought to build a car company.
Right.
Around this.
Right. Because they're mandating it. That means we're going to get in on it.
Right.
Why aren't most of his companies still there in California anymore?
I don't know.
I think it has something to do with California's regulatory.
I think it does.
And a-holes like Gavin Newsom that take credit for things they didn't build or do.
Yep.
And it happens all the time. So tired of it.
Not just in Cali.
The politicians are the ones that show up in front of the parade or the ribbon cutting, but they're the same ones behind the scenes constantly threatening you in a very nice way. Like, you better show up to this fundraiser. It'd be a shame if we miss you at the fundraiser and we'd have to regulate you some more.
But they're also the same ones who will never take accountability when they say we're going to take government money, which is your money, into this BS project that's probably not going to work, but I'm making my friends happy. I've never heard one of them come out and say, you know what? That was a genuine bad idea. That's on me.
Yeah, but it's because of California's regulatory framework that all this incredible entrepreneurship occurred. Yeah, right.
Keep that up, because if I understand it right, they're going to basically mandate out diesel trucks. Who's going to do all that delivery?
272-9228. This part of the program brought to you by Josh and Leslie right there at Dillon Rings. Don't forget that Sapphire sale. Sapphire is the birthstone for the month of September, and there's only 5 days left in this sale. Man, up to 30% off. I think what they have left there on sale is 30% off. So if you're looking to honor somebody's birthday being here in the month of September, maybe somebody who really loves Eddie is listening. Sapphire. Get him a sapphire necklace to wear when he wants to dance.
I could put it on my bracelet.
But of course, they're Dillon Rings. They're a full service jewelry shop. They can do repair work, including watch repairs and battery replacements on those watches. Of course, they can do spa treatments, clean up that jewelry you love, make it shine and shimmer like it's brand new again, custom design work.
Say you inherited a piece and you really want to know the value so you can get it insured right. They can do appraisals.
And they can buy old jewelry
They
off
certainly
you.
can.
Especially stuff that's kind of broken. You never even think of it, but they can buy that off you. Y'all check them out today. That's 119 Brown Springs Road right here in Montgomery, just off Atlanta Highway. And be sure to tell them that Joey and Eddie, those fellas on the radio, sent you.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Lunchtime just got a serious upgrade, Epicure style. We're talking fresh made every day, juicy gourmet burgers, killer meat and 3 specials, and salads that are way too good to just call salads. And don't even get us started on the portions. Big, bold, and worth every bite. Your taste buds, they're about to send you a thank you card. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 till 3. Bring your appetite, bring your friends, and bring Grandpa. He'll love the $10.99 senior special. Epicure, lunch done right.
This is Frank Bertarelli with Zap Pest Control. We're here today to thank Blue Water Broadcasting. We're now over 31 years in business. If you don't believe in radio advertisement, give these guys a chance. You won't be disappointed. Zap Pest Control is still on the move today, thanks to the friendships we've made with Blue Water Broadcasting.
Radio reaches over 90% of everyone in the river region. Shouldn't your ads be out there where your customers are? Call us to find out more. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
The River Region's News Talk Station. News Talk 93.1, WACV. News Talk 93.1.
Joey Clark.
Let's go right to the phones and talk to Ray Bowles from Prattville Carpet. Hey, Ray, how you doing?
It's been a good day. How about you guys?
Pretty good, man.
Pretty good day.
I tell you, we did something fun today, and Jane's going to shoot me, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
Tell us.
Mark's mama,
Mm-hmm.
Jane,
Yes.
she was baptized in my hot tub today.
Is that right?
Oh, wow.
Well, she can't get into the baptistry at church, and I'm like, hey, guys, we are closing on this house tomorrow. If we're going to do this thing, we got to do it. So now on
That's
Sunday,
amazing,
she's
Ray.
gonna come up. She's going to come forward and be a member of the church. So
That is
that
so
was a fun
good.
day.
That is so good, man.
That's beautiful.
I called Pastor Parks because he's our pastor for 35 years. And I said, if you hadn't retired, you could have done something really fun today.
Man, I've been wrestling over here. I've been reading my Catholic study Bible and kind of the faith I'm raised in, but and all the pomp and circumstance and rituals and ceremonies of the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
You're baptizing people in hot tubs.
Right.
I like it.
Hey, I tell you, that's where the Baptists, we got it going on because you got to be dunked. You're not sprinkling. There ain't none of the sprinkling stuff. You got to be submerged in the water. We're all in, baby. We are all in. And then the East is going to Jordan next week, and she's talking about getting baptized in Jordan River while she's there.
Awesome. That is
Even though
awesome.
she's already been baptized, I said, I'd probably do that.
Doesn't hurt to get christened again.
Exactly.
No, yeah, it would be, that would be fun. But listen, now, if you want a really good deal on the floor of any type, vinyl, carpet, ceramic tile, redoing bathrooms, redoing kitchens, give us a call at 285-8117. Let us come out and give you that measurement. It won't cost you a dime. Next thing you know, you got a new floor down. Just that simple.
Really is that simple, folks. Again, that number 285-8117. When you call them at 285-8117, be sure to tell them you heard Ray Bowles on the radio talking to Joey and Eddie.
Hey, and one more thing, Mark did say he's coming to church Sunday with us.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
That is awesome.
Love it.
I'll do a selfie and send it to you guys.
Please do. Please do.
Well, I will absolutely do that. All right, guys. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you, Ray. See you, brother.
Let's go to Edward. Hey, Edward.
What
how
up,
you doing?
Edward? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Enjoying the show, guys.
Thank you.
I actually just wanted to call real quick and holler at Mr. Eddie. I
Okay.
just wanted to wish you an early happy birthday, brother.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Now definitely don't pull a groin muscle tomorrow when you're out there patty boarding.
That's what I'm kind of worried about, to be honest. I'm getting old. You can, at this age, you can sleep wrong and end up at the chiropractor. So yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Real quick, Eddie. You may remember me, but this is the Edward from Prattville that had the house out at Bridge Creek of my mom.
Oh yes, yes, Edward. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I wound up moving my sister into it. So it's definitely remaining in the family.
Good.
And I just wanted to thank you again with how much that you had helped us when we were looking at needing to sell.
No problem, man.
You are a great benefit.
Thank you, Edward. That place is beautiful. Hold on to it as long as you can, brother.
That's the plan. Y'all take care. Keep up the great show.
Thank you,
Appreciate it,
Edward.
Let's go to Duke. Hey, Duke. How you doing?
What up, Duke?
What up, man? I called in the closing time again, huh?
Closing time. Yep.
Yeah. I couldn't resist. I couldn't just go about it about not talking to you fellas. Anyway, back to the church feeding people, man.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work out in a lot of churches, Joey.
Why not?
Because that's taking away from the preacher money. You know, these preachers got to have the fancy houses and the Mercedes parked in the front and the Land Rover and take these mission trips overseas. That
just means they got to work that much harder to get it. That's all.
Just means your preacher is a demon.
One question I was thinking about something earlier, Joey. I was trying to figure out what I was going to eat today. I said, what was Joey, this sophisticated white dude, rich white cat named Joey, what would he eat?
On Thursday?
What kind of way do you eat at, Joey?
I'm going to go Joey's a meatloaf guy on Thursdays.
Oh, we ate at Mexican food last night. I just ate some quesadillas.
Okay.
Quesadilla.
Got some chorizo cheese dip.
You ate regular food, man.
Man, I'm doing all right. I ain't that rich.
He's mostly chicken. Items of chicken.
You know,
I wish I had real money, but no.
You got it. You got it. Cause you sit here and say that things gonna get better at the wild. Everything keep going up. It'll get great at the wild. For who?
For me? For you? For all of us?
Did you see that readjusted growth number from last year?
You can stand all of that. You got plenty of money that stacked up.
Well, I mean, dude, no matter what the economy does and no matter what the politics does, there's some people who are just screwed. Like,
this
you know
is
what I
true.
mean?
This is very true.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about, Eddie?
Yep.
See, he don't spend no money, does he, Eddie?
Oh, no, Joey's very tight with his money, which is smart.
That's what I'm saying.
When his age, I
I'm
worked
saving
60 hours a week and was broke all the time.
No, I'm trying to save so I can retire as soon as possible.
That's a smart, I'm telling you, that's a smart move.
Hey, that's where we got to find one of the most slick talking girls to give him a test. See if we get up off some of that
Oh, they're
money.
going to take some of that money, if not all of it.
They get it one.
They're going to get it one.
Well, they're going to take something. And it's not going to be that impressive. Look, I appreciate the call, Duke. I got to run, man.
See you, brother. Oh, man.
So happy birthday early.
Thank you, brother.
We've only show the folks before we get out of here some of your gifts here.
So I got this cool fatty, which
It's
we all
a
thought
big,
was something else.
big
Meat stick.
sausage.
Meat stick.
Yeah, it's like a meat stick.
Got this wonderful, real deal Coca-Cola.
In a glass bottle.
In a glass bottle. No corn syrup, all sugar. I'll be putting the peanuts in the Coke later because I am a redneck that way.
Okay.
One of my favorite gifts is the purple shampoo.
That's pretty good for your gray hair.
Yes.
Mhm.
But is it going to wash the gray right out of my hair?
I don't know. You can be smelling good,
but
you can be smelling like the club.
This one here, I'm probably going to dance with here in about 35, 40 minutes.
I bought it for you fresh this morning. They're probably still a little cool.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with it coordinated light neither.
Well, and we have a whole day tomorrow.
Yes.
So you're hoping I stick around after
Stick
3?
around for a little bit. That'd be great.
Okay.
I got a closing tomorrow, final walkthrough, so I'll be coming in hot like I did.
Okay. All right. We'll have to figure something out for you. But y'all stay tuned. Greg Budell.
That's right.
He's next.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. U.S. jobless claim applications fell to their lowest level in 2 months last week as layoffs remain low despite mounting evidence of a softening labor market. The number of Americans filing for unemployment benefits for the week ending September 20th fell by 14,000 to 218,000. That's according to the Labor Department. Sales of previously occupied U.S. homes remained sluggish in August despite a late summer slide in mortgage rates. The National Association of Realtors said existing home sales slipped 0.2% last month from July. Starbucks closing hundreds of U.S. and Canadian stores and laying off 900 non-retail employees so it can focus resources on its turnaround plan. The Dow dropping 200 points, the NASDAQ Composite 134 in the red. This is SRN News.
See, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are